করি। What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are here today for Mythic semifinals for Valorant Draft Circuit. My name is Liler, and I'm joined here with Insanity.
Hello, it's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so we should have a pretty great matchup going today. PN Orion versus L7 Royal Flush in Mythic semifinals. A lot of stakes today. You know, the second and third seeded teams going into the regular season, up for a chance at grand finals. Insanity. So you've been in the you're in the Mythic League or tier right now. What are your thoughts on these teams so far and how they've been performing during the regular season?
I mean, for me, it's kind of been kind of like a blur. After being on MF for the part of the season at the start, it was more of my attention was focused kind of inwards and kind of addressing our issues. For those that aren't aware, MF has had a really rough season this season, and so don't have too much awareness about what's going on with the other teams. However, I do find it interesting that similar to MF, one of the teams here has had the approach of taking expert players and drafting them up towards Mythic. MF tried a similar gambit and it didn't work out, but it's glad to see someone else, took a similar gambit and it is working out.
Yeah, 3 out of the 10 players in this game were expert move-ups, actually. 2 from PN and 1 from L7. Gage, Sherney, and Nick Jr. all getting promoted this season. I think we're about to head over to map bans soon. Any predictions for what maps you think will be played?
I can predict that Icebox will be banned because a lot of people don't like that map in this league. As for maps being played, I feel like Haven could be a pretty popular pick. Or I forget, are we on the?
We are not. Patch? Yeah, we are not playing Haven. So that is not in the map.
I'd say Ascent
right now.
then. I feel like Ascent.
Yeah. Ascent is probably a pretty likely one. These two teams did play Ascent the last time they met during the regular season.
I'd be willing to bet probably like I'm gonna say Ascent, Lotus are 2 maps that are gonna be played.
Yeah, that I would also agree with that. I would not be surprised to see an Ascent and Lotus getting picked here. Icebox ban coming out from PN, Split ban coming out from L7. I really think L7 will probably avoid picking Bind too. I know that's been kind of their perma ban this entire season.
A Breeze pick coming out from Project Nova's Orion.
Yeah, should be exciting to see. We got some real aimers in this lobby right here. You know, Kenny and Zooter, both the 3rd and 4th highest ACS in the tier, respectively.
I wonder if we're gonna see a Yoru pick coming out from either team.
I wouldn't be surprised. We know both teams have been cooking up a lot in the time that they've had to practice. Really interested to see what L7 here pick.
But yeah, I'm aware that the professional meta VCT does vary a little bit from here in the VDC. Like a lot of teams do try and replicate some of that professional meta, but when you're on a professional salaried team, you have a lot more time to practice and kind of break things down than you do when you're playing for a team that does try and replicate that stuff. But a lot of it, I feel like, does come down to better shooters.
Of course, yeah. We've seen Kenny in grand finals before, and we can confirm he is a shooter.
That is true.
L7 taking a while on this ban. Really think they're deciding between some of their picks here. Although I did just hear that PN potentially might have mispicked that Breeze pick, so perhaps we won't be seeing the Yoru come through after all.
I mean, if we get anything like Mason from last week in the Bind game, then we may see Yoru.
Yeah, those final games in the regular season are always a good time, always a laugh.
Yeah, I mean, when you're not playing for anything that really matters, you always get to have a lot more variety in how you want to approach the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of reminds me of MIBR, their coach subbing in, and 100 Thieves getting knifed to not qualify for VCT champs.
Yeah, man, those storylines are also pretty crazy. I think we do have some pretty good storylines here too, frankly. Lots of former L7 players on the PN side now.
Oh, that is interesting.
Yeah, both Sherney and Kenny were on the Season 4 L7 Mythic roster.
I wonder if there's any love lost between them and their previous org.
Well, definitely some, I would say. Although we'll see, because there has been a new GM since then. Curbs is now the GM for L7, where in Season 4 it was Nade.
Regardless of where they came from, as for where they are now, I feel like they have a pretty interesting like team environment and have some pretty good chemistry. After all, they've committed themselves to renaming themselves with these like alliteration names that have the 99 at the end.
Yeah, a lot of alliterations going on for sure. That's
Or
it's
actually,
definitely
choice. I think it's rhyming, not alliteration, because it's not the repetition of an initial consonant sound.
Oh man, well I definitely failed English then, so I could not tell you. Although
that's
yeah,
on me.
it is a pretty similar looking team name across PN right now. Although we do have World in for Connor today, so we will be missing the Rizzy Lizzy.
Rizzy Lizzy will be missed.
Rizzy Lizzy will be missed. Can we get some rips for Rizzy Lizzy in the chat, please? Thanks.
I'll put one there myself.
Some technical difficulties it's looking like on the map selection here. Looks like PN's going to be able to repick this Breeze pick. It was a misclick confirmed by production. Shout out to Trico and Otter for producing and doing the OBS. And it's looking like PN are picking Lotus instead. That was definitely one of the ones we anticipated they would be playing today.
Wonder if we can go 3 for 3 on this map rotation here.
I would be pretty impressed. I'm not gonna lie.
I'd say that's just our expert intuition.
Yeah, absolutely. I do think I do want to predict that L7 will pick Ascent.
And then that will just leave the last one. I don't think we have made a last prediction, so I think I'm gonna say Bind.
I really don't think Bind is going to be picked. L7 has banned Bind almost every game they've played this season. Although they did just do looking through their match history, they did just do a scrim on Bind. So, no.
If what we're seeing on our screen right now, if that is actually the Bind pick, then
guess the scrim went really well for them, and they're ready to put into play some of those strategies they just practiced. And we are
from
from production. Yeah,
you got it. All right. They're saying that this Lotus ban is actually the ban for Breeze, whereas that Breeze pick was actually a Lotus pick.
Sunset banned by L7 too, leaving Ascent to be the final map, the deciding map. You know, Ascent and Lotus definitely as we were predicting.
But interestingly enough, Ascent wasn't one of the initial picks. It was actually just left to be the final decider.
Yeah, and it looks like we'll be going to Lotus first with L7 on defense, followed by PN on defense on Bind, and also defense on Ascent.
So with those scrims that you mentioned before, I wonder if either team, specifically L7, having picked Bind, feels like they have a particular advantage on this map.
Yeah, it definitely could be that they have been permabanning it all season to not leak strats, and they're looking to bring something out this semifinal game.
I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, considering it's only map 2, or it's gonna be map 2. But I mean, are you feeling like a double initiator or double duelist, double controller? How do you feel it's gonna play out?
Oh man, especially with L7, you really never know. Practically every player on their roster is a flex. The only thing you know for certain is Silence will be on that info initiator role. So either the Fade or the Sova.
If I was a gambling man, gambling my L7 fantasy points, I'd probably say it'd be double controller. I feel like that's a bit of a traditional comp with the Brim Viper.
Yeah.
But I mean, as you mentioned, they have a lot of flex players, so they can make pretty much anything work.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm curious to know if they're going to be putting Kenny on the chamber in any of these maps. You know, he was very well known for his chamber in previous seasons. But definitely a lot of stakes on the line here for these two teams. L7 Mythic, PN Mythic, chance at grand finals. It would be Kenny's second grand finals in a row if he wins this matchup.
That would be a feat.
And it looks like we'll be getting into the game.
Now let's see some agents.
Again,
Ooh.
World is filling in for Connor today.
That's a rapid lock on the Neon. Maybe some Team Heretics inspiration out from the side of Project Nova.
See that Kenny on the Neon. Leader hovering the ISO. Was recently nerfed though, so I don't know how good that agent still is. I haven't really played on the newest patch.
So even with a substitute, Orion seems to have a pretty decisive like understanding of what they want their comp to be. Quickly locking in all 5 agents, while on the side of L7, they're still kind of debating it.
Yeah, they really are taking their time to go over these picks. Although, yeah, it is World in for Jackson instead today. Apologies for that. Just based on these rosters right now, what team do you think is coming out on top? What team is a better looking roster for now?
At the moment, based on the agent picks I'm looking at, I feel like Orion must have cooked something up to be running the Neon.
Yeah, they have a lot of util that they look ready to use.
The side of L7 is running a lot more of a traditional comp. I feel like it's a pretty safe pick with the Raze KJ.
Those double controllers too.
Yeah, you won't see double controller as much in your ranked games, but it's definitely a lot more common on something like the VCT stage.
Yeah, absolutely. And those agents will be locked in as we head into the actual match. I'm really excited to see some good Valorant, frankly. You know, our top tier here. Some of the best players in the entire league going head to head in semifinals.
Right now, I'd say initially, just based off of how quickly Team Orion locked in their comp, and then as well as just it's kind of a more comfortable ranked feeling comp. You know, you have one controller, you have 2 initiators to clear space for that fragging Neon. I think it's looking like it's gonna probably swing early on in their favor, especially since they're on the attack side early on.
Yeah, absolutely. Lotus, a notoriously attack-sided map. This comp looking like it can take some space and hold that space.
So just looking at the map right here as we come down to the start of the first round, it's looking to be a pretty passive setup by L7 on the C site, and they're gonna fight for some early A control.
Although, no one going A on this side of PN.
Yeah, just showing presence while there's an early fight here in B main. The bind comes out from the Omen on outside of L7, stalling out the B push. In response, Orion seems to be moving over towards the C side, but they're kind of not liking what they're seeing so far, and they might be just stalling out, trying to play with the side of L7 right now. L7 is a little bit worried about how they don't have some super deep A control, but they are spotting it out with Fade at the moment.
Yeah, still 3 towards that A side. Yeah. Daz playing the Raze in the back on the quick rotate.
We're gonna see the KJ spot each other here on C side and quickly back away. That's drawing a rotate from Viper from B side over to C.
Oh, but Silence does see PN approaching through A.
Good pick from World there on the flank, on the C side on the lurk. Viper goes to cover it off.
Looks like they're turning around too, PN. They have the C site.
World's made the call for the Orion to come on over and come over to the C site, while L7 seems to just think it's gonna be the A hit. They've noticed it now though, working their way back to C.
30 seconds left.
Solid fight there from World, getting off Viper. Losing the re-peek onto the Raze though. Raze get the trade. Alright, Orion's skilling this side, getting in our pick. Well, they're pushing up deep into CT, trying to get some CT control. Raze is contesting Waterfall here.
Yeah, 4v2 into the post plant.
They know they're here in Waterfall at the moment. Orion stacking all their attention over to the Waterfall area.
Last
Dad's
player
not gonna get
standing.
anything. Gets spotted out and taken down.
Yeah, L7 just dumped with util there. Not much Silence can do here.
I really like this 4 stack from them. Kind of focusing their attention. Nice high low from Orion here. Silent's trying to do anything they can to get some
They
damage,
want
get
the
some
kill.
value.
They're chasing for it.
I think definitely an interesting approach here early on, early days here for Orion. A little bit hesitant, but they are poking and prodding, trying to see how L7 wants to respond. And I think it's gonna be valuable moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. That pick in the beginning from World was just crucial to opening that round up for PN.
Calling my bot.
I didn't get a look at it early on, but I wonder where the Killjoy turret on the side of L7 was. I wonder where Neri put their
The
turret.
turret was actually on B.
On B.
Looking into B main. Yeah.
Early pick from World. Gets 2 over on the C side.
They
But in
find one on
response,
A,
Orion is
too.
moving over to the A side as well. Pushing deep into spawn, trying to get some early control. Working their way through tree. Gotta hopefully get this plant down soon. Zaz does hear Kenny taking space over to the top of the B site, pushing towards Z as well.
Spike planted.
Nick
on the
Jr. making
flank
his way
here.
on the flank.
Well, we
Here's
killed
that bot
Joy.
go down. World gets taken down with the low HP, but I think Orion's still in a good spot to win this round.
One
Yeah,
enemy
definitely a
remaining.
great spot. Last known.
Poison orb emitting.
We need the orb here too. Minus 200.
I think that's a little bit of an interesting investment, especially considering the odds of winning this round are extremely
Poison's
low.
off.
That's a nice headshot from one.
More damage onto Kenny. So at the very least,
Off though.
yeah, making them get some new armor at the very least.
Yeah, absolutely. First real
So we
gun round coming in from L7 here though.
Yep, here's the first buy round of the half. We saw in that round, L7 did try and take some C space, or at least to dissuade the side of Orion from making moves in that area. It didn't go well for them with the weapon disadvantage, but I wonder if they're going to try it again in the future.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did. You know, 3 creeping at C, especially on
now.
Eco, to take that fight. You know, you're gonna lose 1 or 2 for sure.
Looks like a good read for now from Orion. Perhaps they feel that L7 will be discouraged to take the C space again, given what happened last round, so they're looking for a pretty quick play in that area. World working his way up on the lurk in the B main. Could get timings here on the left side.
Kenny
Zero
there
gets
to trade
traded out.
though.
Spike is not in the position of Orion at this moment, though.
There.
They are recovering it. So
Yeah,
L7 right now.
Goes to grab it back. Kenny's still prodding though.
Got
L7 know they don't have deep control of the A side, but I think they're pretty confident in just playing spread right now. Just kind of waiting to see what Orion wants to do.
Yeah, the onus is really on Orion right now to make a move. 4v4 right now. They know they have the better guns.
A smoke heads out, and I think the direction of B. Actually, no. Given Fade's eyesight right now, looks like it's on A main.
Not really pulling too many rotates though. As the C hit comes
The hit
in.
comes out.
Kenny
Orion
opens
30
it.
seconds
sight
left.
here. I wonder if they're going to try and push for some decontrol, given their weaker weapons. But with Kenny backing out towards Mound, I feel like they're going to go for some post-plant spam.
Yeah, they definitely do have 1 or 2 rifles now.
Wide swing from Sherney, not followed up by any of the teammates.
Yeah, held by 2 in waterfall.
Just spawning out in the back of the site here. Fade pushes into the back of the site.
one enemy remaining.
Man, Kenny with a 3K this round. Pick of the 4th.
Ooh, just barely. Stolen away by
Connor. Yeah.
Excellent bait though. Yep,
Yeah,
just
also
causing
down
silence up
3
the
right
way.
now. What do you think? What do you think they need to do to swap up this momentum?
One thing I've noticed from the side of L7 is that while they are contesting main early with utility, they haven't really put any bodies there. And when it comes to the late round, when you have an open smoke coming in late from Z side over to the A main area, they just have to just kind of like respect it. They have no one down over by Rebels to kind of like contest that
No
space.
info at all. I'm sure summoning no neon never helps too.
Early contest here from Kenny. Nice shot, letting damage off the nade. Around the raise. We could be seeing a ceasefire over here in a moment. With World taking shots at Nari.
World v Nari
Solid
again.
breach done.
Bomb grenade.
Nari's stuck in a
Like
corner here.
We've seen this 1v1 before.
Yep, World has called the team over to take advantage of that space taken. Zaz spots out one. Oh, World takes out Viper in the connector. Interesting push out from World. Good value gain from it though. I like the C contesting here, where they're fighting aggressively for the space, making use of that double initiator comp. They decide to actually back off though, just leaving one to hold the space. They get picked off.
That's a lovely shot.
Okay. Last player.
Zaz
another
another
one,
beautiful
too.
shot. Kenny picking up the flank on Silence.
And lands the final shell on Zooter.
While they might not have won the round, I think it was definitely good value
Don't get stabbed.
for
That's where to
Zaz
go.
to get 2 for L7 there. I would have
Yeah,
liked
absolutely.
to see. I would like to see Orion actually keep more people to help support their breach in CT there. I feel like taking that space and then giving it all up kind of hurt them in that retake scenario.
Yeah, you had Kenny nearly at the box, and then you just decided to turn around, leaving the breach. I will say though, this C-side is looking like a very sore spot for L7.
Yeah, I wonder what their adaptation is going to be.
Like they pulled the Viper over for now.
Dark side.
Early aggression
They're
here
looking to go
from
fast. Yeah.
all the KJ utility has gone off here.
Yeah, it's a
Nari's been
naked
dinged by
site.
something. Stuck over in CT. Drawn all the rotates from L7 over to the site. Do they want to go fast in the flood? Guess we'll see.
You should run.
Ooh, KJ out for the retake here. Oh no, it's the
KJ
attackers actually.
Attackers, yep.
Zoning them away.
Push them
Nice
off
shot from
even
Kenny.
more.
Picking off one in Waterfall.
I'm out of here.
Kenny is just crazy. 10-0 right now.
Alarm bot out.
Holding out wide there, just anticipating players to have to move away from that far cubby in the Waterfall area. World holding space, getting traded out by Zooter.
Last player standing.
Ooh, Nari getting taken out through the smoke. I don't know if a gun barrel was shown. Excellent breach done to enable Kenny to slide in there. Although it is Connor himself picking up the kill.
Getting his kill stolen again by Connor. Yeah, L7 really just has nothing to deal with the fast C-take or the slow C-take, honestly. D is really proven to be their weakest point.
We are seeing a timeout now finally come out from L7 here, hopefully to stop the bleeding.
Absolutely, I think this is a perfect time to take a timeout too, you know? You're going to be on an eco or a light buy this round. You can discuss what you want to do this round, if you're going to do a gamble stack or something like that, as well as plan out your next buy round after this.
Additionally, the alt economy. Right now, L7 has 3 alts to work with, and these are pretty impactful alts. We have the Raze ult as well as the Fade ult.
Yeah, great ults for retaking a site. Kenny does have the Neon ult too. See how that plays into things. Although he hasn't needed to use it or buy another gun the entire game.
Yeah, he is pretty lethal with the Vandal, so I feel like increasing his time to kill by having him, laser point people might actually harm his lethal aim.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
on the topic of alt economy, Orion is looking here, staring down the barrel of obtaining three more ultimates here. Omen ult, admittedly, not like the most impactful necessarily for like swinging around immediately, but definitely solid for the other 2 ults online coming up online.
Yeah, especially if it's comboed with some of those other ults, you could see great value there.
True, we could see the deafening from the Fade ult and allowing a sneaky Omen TP.
And it looks like VDC hit again. Let's see if L7 has any adaptations on this eco.
Looks like right now the best thing to do is the quick rotate from Viper over to VDC. Although Connor getting an early pick in B main on the lurk.
Looks like they're looking at A though. Door opens.
I'm somewhat surprised they didn't go for a B split off of that early pick and having their A control. I mean, great pick in those stairs.
Gonna need heroics here to hold this.
Great concuss from Kenny.
Gotta go.
You told
Says
Delta on the
nothing
back
Zaz
of
could
the
do.
site. Yeah.
Kenny he still wants more. Fighting deep in spawn.
Remaining.
And he gets more.
He's too clean. Not even taking a shot inside of L7.
Should we?
Another 3K for Kenny. 14-0 right now.
Until I blind them to strike.
Go, go, go.
So far, it's looking like it's going to give a chance for Orion to kind of snowball away from here. As we mentioned, those ults, they're just getting closer and closer to coming online. L7 might need to invest a lot of their ultimates here to give themselves a chance of stabilizing that economy and coming back into this game.
Yeah, they absolutely need to get something together, get a round on the board.
show
And,
them. Lintik
those
kayo.
ultimates definitely going to be important, like you said. But we'll see if PN can counter them with the ultimates of their own right after.
Early aggression here from both sides in the A fight. With Zaz pushed up, but falling. They did not hear Sherney TP across, and Sherney gets the other two. It's gonna have to be a fast rotation from the rest of the L7 squad to make it up and get over to the A site for the take.
One enemy
World
remaining.
spotted on the flank, but it does not matter. Takes out Nari. They must have an
Spike
idea
planted.
that Nick Jr. on Viper is over on this A side. He's been playing, leaning from B and C area. He hasn't really been on the A side, but it won't really matter as he's kind of forced to save in this moment.
Yeah, this is definitely a save coming in from Nick. Although PN is almost definitely going to try and chase this kill down. They don't want any guns on the side of L7 going into the next round.
So I do like that L7 did try and take some early space over to A mound that round. Unfortunately, there was just
Flawless.
more util usage and kind of more bodies, and also pretty good util usage by the side of Orion to help facilitate that A take.
Yeah, Sherney absolutely TPing there to get two. Vital for the side of PN.
With World's lurks being so effective, I'd like to see some adaptation on stalling out some early C information from the side of L7. Perhaps the one way on the box over by early on C main, just to stall out some any type of information seeking or
Absolutely.
space
Make them
denial
use some
from the side of
util too,
Orion.
maybe.
Exactly. Because as it is right now, Orion's coming into side takes, spamming everything. There's nothing you can do if you're stuck on site.
Watch out.
Early
Go,
A
go, go.
control
There we
from the
go.
side of Orion.
Oh,
Kenny pops the ult, taking the B main, or B link. Shot down by
Zooter wins it, though.
Zooter. Zooter does get an upgrade here.
It's a second.
Follow up on Connor.
Dogs do what they want sometimes, you know?
Prowler missed, and it was actually let go early on to kind of pull the gun out. But
Both with another lurk straight into B. Missed by Nick Jr.
yeah, Nick Jr. is unaware that World is sneaking up. Could come behind him now. Good for Zaz to re-clear and take out Sherney on the B door. Hobbit.
First time we've seen L7 with numbers advantage this entire map. Most of them have guns now too.
World and Fade. Working slowly towards the A site.
Yeah, Gage.
Gage, thank you. I sometimes forget
30
their
seconds
actual
left.
names below the 99s.
Yeah, of course. It's it's an easy one to mix up. We're probably gonna see the plant come in on A after they finish clearing the site.
I got the spike.
I like the positioning here from L7. Staying together, playing that man advantage, and just giving themselves the chance to play numbers up on the retake.
Yeah, absolutely. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see a bait coming out. If they bait the never mind. Nick upgrades to a Phantom too.
Like they need to. Orion here getting a little bit active towards heaven. But unfortunately for them, it is not the side at which L7
Last
wants to make their
player
retake.
standing.
Gets spamming through the bot. Shots from the World. Gets almost three there. Almost
with
three.
Nari saving the day for L7 though.
Solid retake from L7, playing their numbers,
My ultimate is ready.
managing to
Oh,
separate
no,
the
no,
two
you don't
two players on the side of
deserve
Orion.
my inventions.
Yeah, L7 5 ults now too. Almost 4 online for PN.
Some of these L7 players have had their ults for a while. I feel like cycling these ults and just getting them used would definitely help them have won some of these previous rounds.
Gotta go.
Yeah,
But
for
perhaps
sure.
it's a
This
chance
round's
for them to take that momentum
definitely
from
gonna
this
be
one round win.
explosive.
Looks like an early ceiling from the side of Orion here.
Yeah, no Killjoy setup either. So we'll see how hard Nick Jr. can hold this down with the ultimate.
Yeah, C Mound just once again gained completely
Face
for free
your
from the side of
fear!
Orion. World's with the one pick of the lurk on silence.
Gotta go.
It's committed. And he just sprinting into the pit.
Oh, just affecting the pick, but getting traded. Oh, aggressive TP from Sherney does find value on Zooter. They are aware that Zaz is
Through the
CT.
smoke, Zaz gets 2!
See.
W spam from Zaz there. Very high awareness there to understand that they're going for the previously common default plant.
A lot of ults coming out.
Perhaps a little bit of anti-synergy there with the Killjoy ult and Raze ult, as both are going to force the enemies to kind of back up.
Yeah, and we see Connor does have the bomb running towards A site, but
Yeah, Connor
Nari is
will beat
also
them.
there.
Yeah, Connor will beat them on this rotation here. Nari seems a little bit hesitant to take a fight on where the enemies could potentially be here.
He's gonna hear the plant going down now.
It does appear that Orion does want to regroup here
Placing
and
sentry.
just play together for this post plant, while also threatening that someone could be just walking in the tree off that town. L7 doubling up, kind of contacting the main
Enemy
site.
remaining.
Excellent shot from Gage. Spots out the next. Haunt committed. Does not spot out Zaz though. Zaz needs to check out
yeah.
tree here.
No idea that they're both playing off site.
He might have an idea now. That's why. Oh, with the breach concuss coming through, definitely for sure. Good reposition from Gage.
None of
Impressive
that
wiring.
util being burned in the initial take is really gonna hurt L7 there and give PM the round.
Yeah, I'm glad to see ults finally coming out from the side of from L7. They might not have gotten much value, but I'm just glad they're
Yeah.
used.
Here.
Yeah, it definitely deterred the C hit for a bit until Kenny was able to slide onto site and get traded out.
Yeah. On the topic of decisiveness, I feel like they could have had someone rotate over to A or be a little bit quicker following the activation of that KJ ult on the C side. But I mean, playing together is also important. So giving yourselves that chance to stack yourself in that retake was good. We didn't see that world.
Go, go, go. Coming through.
Early C mountain space given to the side of Orion once again, opening the door. Could go for the B take here.
Switching onto site. Zooter with the
getting-
shot though.
Stealing sight.
Taken out. Good reposition here from Zooter. Wants the gun. Gets spotted out by the Fade Haunt though.
Zaz on the flank though. Or what was that? The nade that came through, not the flank.
I believe the Deafen from the Omen blind might have helped Zaz sneak that nade in there without Gage being fully aware. Looks like an A lean, perhaps an A split from the side of Orion here. Great angle from Silence. Does not get any value. Oh, gets traded out on the teammate there for Zaz. Unlucky from Zaz there.
Into the post plant.
I think Zaz was trying to play contact, play off the contact of Silence, but World was not
Unfortunately, yeah.
looking
The
at
shot
Silence.
missed.
I like this 3-stack here from L7, making use of their numbers, working up silently towards A site.
Placing sentry.
Churning
But
on the
they are not aware of the
right
flank. Yeah, exactly. With Connor in a great position to throw concusses and enable
enemy
churning.
remaining.
Both get picks, and all of a sudden, it's a 3v2 into a 2v1.
Here. Already blinded on the site.
Really good util usage out from the side of Orion here. Just playing their positions, playing the util, and just dismantling, frankly, the group's play of L7. And mind you, this is with a sub. Their sub is putting in some excellent work. World is playing extremely well, getting picks on his flanks, as well as just kind of taking space and allowing the team to pivot off that information.
Go, go, go.
Yeah, World is just finding all the cracks in L7's armor right now.
L7 not changing really anything up, continuing to have a 2-2-1 split, or 2-1-2.
Definitely a new Viper Wall. We haven't seen that Viper Wall usually.
Orion committing the KJL, walking through without a breach blind is an interesting decision. Gets punished by Nick Jr. Finds value back on the Nick Jr., trading out the death of World. Perhaps it was all a ploy though. Orion seems to be making their way towards the A site. Sherney will commit and stick the TP. Has spotted out Silence in tree. And Silence is dead. That will definitely activate the rest of the team to come barreling into the A site, as they know now that they have full control. Zooter might have found a timing. Has found the timing into the A site, Heaven. Doesn't. Oh, here's the rope.
Saved by Zaz.
Here.
Good work from Zaz to save the life of Zooter. Nade comes through to deny Plant. Plant is not denied, but good damage on Connor. Connor stuck at
Lots of
20 HP.
Last player standing.
enables an easy pickup for Zooter.
3 and Zaz just swings it.
I think that was actually good heads-up awareness from Zaz, noticing that Nari is going to come through that area and just playing the perfect like swing timing on the audio there,
Absolutely.
making it really tough for Gage to get value.
Last round before the switch.
If we can see more like micro play like that out of the team, out of the side of L7, I feel like they have been trying to do it, but just not getting too much value from it. If we can see more of that, then they'll be favored in more engagements.
Yeah, and I think the first time we're seeing the op come through for the side of L7 too, picked up from the last round. Kenny had it, I believe, as he walked up heaven.
Yeah.
This will definitely give them a chance to hopefully take some early space on the C side, hold that angle.
Yeah, looks like Zooter's going to be the one wielding it in stairs.
I feel like it'd be better use on the C side, but they aren't smoking off Zooter's angle right now, so he will have a chance to get value.
That's the
Does
shot
find
on
it on
Kenny.
Kenny.
Bring them down.
That pick does seem to have stalled out a little bit of Orion's momentum, as they are wary of finding another death at the hands of the op from Zooter.
Yeah, Zooter repositioned perfectly there. Silence tested.
Playing very passively on the side of on C side is L7.
World with the classic lurking to B. Gonna
You will
see
find
Nari
Nari.
again.
Finished.
Oh!
Gets
Disadvantaged
Zaz,
against
too, after
Zaz,
the
finds it.
jump
Will he find Zooter?
Zooter
Quick
with
picks
the
up from
3K
Zooter.
up right now.
Stabilizing the round for his team. Without that pick, I feel like it would have been just a round gifted back to Orion.
Absolutely. Gage considering the ult, but is just gonna go for the plant instead.
Here.
Spike planted.
Zooter spotting Connor.
One enemy remaining.
Gage will not have an
It's
opportunity to
one.
use his ult.
They
this
know.
half.
They know. Connor is by Rebel already. He's definitely just gonna stick that.
The spike is defeated.
Considering how well Orion had played a lot of their like men situations, like where they have just multiple people
Switching
alive,
sides.
I feel like that was a little bit misplayed by them. And
Oh,
L7 finds the way to
surrounded by
capitalize and just take
Familia.
advantage of that.
We won't
Yeah, they still had the
lose.
fatal too there. They saved that the entire round.
Maybe they just didn't want to give the other team nightmares.
Didn't want to scare everyone in the audience too badly.
Nice
And
guy
we thank you
Gage.
for that. Yeah, thank you, Gage. So looking at that, 3-9-1/2. What do you think about that on Lotus?
It sounds like a typical attack side.
Yeah,
So
especially with such a offense-sided comp from PN.
hoping that L7 can capture some of that magic from Orion on their side to keep them alive in this game.
Yeah, a lot fewer of those tools to work with though. We're probably going to be having to rely on some lurk timings as well. Nari coming out on top of World though, on the duel.
Seems like on both sides, both want to go for that early C fight. Good pick from Sherny here onto Zooter, while the rest of L7 continues to work their space into C. They may be aware that Kenny is stuck in this
Spike
corner.
planted.
Yeah, Nick Jr. on the lurk too. Coming in through B site that we've seen World do time and time again on the offense.
L7 backing out, conceding the rest of CT, while Silence is collapsed on. Nick Jr. with the flank
Jr.
though.
with the flank.
One enemy remaining.
Excellent
Three
work
on
on Nick
the
Jr. to
round.
get 3 and salvage the round for L7 here. Well, potentially. Round's not over.
Connor
Yeah.
clearing everything right now.
Connor just has to
enemy remaining.
take a look out there. This is the mound. I
Yeah,
feel like if
beautiful
he didn't
trade.
pull out his knife, he may have had a chance to win that round.
Yeah, I was a little nervous there for the side of
You
L7
want
too.
to dance? I'll lead.
Excellent work from Nick Jr. to recover that round and just, frankly, win it for them. Now, I'd be remiss to say, or remiss to just miss the fact that we do have 2 players coming up, and they are on Pi Watch.
Oh yes, we did see Nari just double her kills after that last round. We really are gonna need a lot more of that if we want to see an L7 comeback this map.
Contrary to the approach from L7 on their defensive half, I do like to see a lot of this A-side aggression coming out from Orion to stall out any A control. They notice that they have given up a little bit of that space and they could have lurked out back on the timing. So they are reclearing this area.
Still 3 towards that A side for the side of PN though. Although they are on the worst guns.
Zooter hoping to find a timing or something on C side. Decides the better of it and works back to the A side to with his team. Silences the chance here, takes out Connor.
Kenny blinded
Did
too,
not.
unfortunately.
Yeah, I feel like Kenny could have a chance to get value there if he didn't also get blinded. He does get saved though, as Silence was also blind. L7 working their way into the site now. Kenny does manage to dodge the Fate Haunt.
Spike
Will he
planted.
go aggressively or will he wait for
Go,
Worlds?
go, go!
5v2 into the retake. Looking pretty good for L7 right now. We've seen Kenny hit some crazy shots
Oh
like
my-
that one.
Yeah, just like that one. Yeah, excellent shot from Kenny there. Managing to stabilize a little bit. Although we're just still a 2v4.
Last player standing.
L7 needs to save all the guns they can to help carry any economic advantage, any other advantage they can have throughout the rest of this half.
Yeah, Nari getting the better of World again. And Zooter cleans it up.
Solid, solid like high-low there from the side of L7 there in tree. Just giving no chance to Kenny to get more of those signature one-taps.
Yeah, crazy headshot through the wall right there. Oof. Yeah, never put me in Mythic. Oh my goodness. These A's are too cracked.
We will see a similar A-side lead coming out from the side of Orion here on their defensive half. They have done
Let's
pretty
make
well
some
to prevent
chaos.
any early space control from the side of L7 there, although they haven't really contested it.
Yeah, a lot of ults slowly starting to get closer and closer to activation on the side of L7 too. Those
You make
kills
a good
going
point.
where they needed to go on the first 2 rounds.
Ooh. Trini had been spotting out C-side early,
What?
backed up, and went to just get information again and got taken out, unfortunately. We do see Orion here, pushing into A lobby itself, getting some value, and just backing up,
Yeah,
threatening that
L7
space.
calling the C hit instantly though,
Satchel out.
counting all the members of PN.
Definitely a good reaction there, knowing that Journey is already dead, and they can kind of afford to, you know, go back into that space, especially given the early pressure on the A side.
Spike planted.
They seem to be making some moves back to the CT side, but
Placing swamp grenade.
making the better of it.
Grenade. Oh!
Taking a disadvantaged fight in a waterfall there, Kenny just kind of takes 2,
Go, go, go!
and he wants more. Eats a nade
Eating the
for his
nade.
troubles.
Coming through!
Oh, good,
One enemy
good boom from
remaining.
Breach there.
getting
Kenny gets spotted
one.
out. Daz
Last
makes a
player
move.
standing.
Bastos!
Kenny for the ace here, and he gets it. Oh my goodness, Kenny with
That's
the
crazy.
ace.
Kenny is on fire.
Kenny
this game.
is performing out of his mind right now. 21 and 7.
All done!
At the moment, yeah, we are looking at 21 and 7 for
I'm
Kenny.
out of here!
Little teabag coming through there.
I think he's
I'm
earned
outta
it.
here.
Wow.
So
Yeah, the-
Silence managing to avoid Pie Watch. However, Nari is still on Pie Watch.
Yeah, the economy of PN looking very okay after that one too. They did lose a lot of rifles, although Kenny does have that ultimate.
Yes, I think they're definitely gonna play him on the A side here this round. They might go for that A lobby pressure similar to last round, just to make use of that, well, close range ult.
It's like they're putting 2 up on A, while Kenny goes towards B side to fill that gap.
I like that Orion is doing exactly what L7 should have done on their defensive half, using this Omen one way to kind of take control of C Mount. And they're working up, making use of that rifle that they were able to carry over.
My ultimate is ready.
Trini wants to recover the gun, commits the blind. Oh, gets one with the classic, but cannot escape. Excellent work stalling from the side of Orion here. And L7 will try and take...
PN, I'm
You should
very happy
run.
with this round already.
L7 does commit the ult here. I don't feel like it was extremely necessary, given that they already got 2 picks from this side of the map. But I mean, it will get them into the site, guaranteed. Viper ult coming out as well.
Well, it's the opposite of last half at least. They're committing their ults.
Spike
Kenny
planted.
finally decides to activate the ult. And I feel like it's going to help them actually just break apart this pit. Like, kind of follow him through. Stuns himself, unfortunately. Walks back into the Nano Swarm. It's okay.
Are you able to
Let's see.
take it out?
So far, trade's going the way. Actually, going even. Trade's going even right now.
Flash out!
One
Flash out
enemy
from Connor.
remaining.
He does find Viper.
It's gonna drop.
It is dropped.
Let's go!
Nari does get hit by that, just on the edge. Connor hears it, commits the flash, and Nari is taken out.
eco round coming in from PN there. And L7 committed a number, or at least the pit.
Yeah, L7 committed the Killjoy ult, the lockdown. So it was the lockdown and it was the Viper's
Lockdown
pit.
and the pit, yeah. That's a if I'm PN, that's a great round, you know. We get the eco win plus burn some of those really crucial ults.
So while L7 might have actually avoided that, L7 might have lost the round. The important thing is that Nari did avoid Pie Wash. Well, it has been brought to my attention that Gage is actually also on Pie Wash, just a bit further away.
There. I'm out.
Early A fight coming out from the side of Orion here. And he wants to get active here into the connector. Does find one. Commits to the spray down. Doesn't get extra value, but this is going to be an excellent dissuasion for the side of L7. Shirley coming up on the side of Seaside. Does get two and a third for her troubles.
Punch comes in. L7 are just unable to move out of their spawn.
Excellent way to just work the map there. They put pressure on the A side and the C side, and when Sherney and the other C player noticed that the fights were being taken solely in a lobby, they just took advantage of that and just worked up the rest of the way on the C side and just commit an excellent crunch.
Yeah, so L7 backs against the wall now. On a pretty broken buy here.
It's looking like the end, but, you know, just like Justin Bieber taught me, never say never.
That's definitely true. They have some ults to work with, too.
Sherney does spot out two there on the jump spot from the C side. Decides to give up the space. Orion working as a pack here. Not wanting to kind of give anything up, give them any better weaponry on the side of L7 there.
I will spot the B aggression.
Gage does take this early A line. Gets spotted out and taken out by Zooter. That does draw World over back to the side of A. He wants to take the same line that that Gage was on.
There.
That's a
Contact from
that
Kenny
was.
in B side.
Gotta go.
Sees Nari as well. Has a
Look
slide.
at
Committed.
you.
Last player standing.
Gotta go.
And that's the map.
Defenders
map one.
win.
Hi, that's how we do it.
Well, the score doesn't make it look that way. I do feel like there still is a chance for L7 in this series.
Absolutely. In a best of three, you know, you can't let that first map get to you.
Yeah, especially given, I believe that was PN's pick.
Yes, absolutely. PN's pick there. L7 picking the bind, which we will be headed to next. This scoreboard, wow. World and Zooter both coming out with 5 first bloods each.
Interestingly enough, that is not the agent you would typically associate with First Bloods.
Absolutely not. Those lurks were proving very crucial for PN and very effective. Zooter just taking the early lines, I think.
Yeah, definitely a key factor in the success for the side of PN on their attack side. The lurks from World just gave them plenty of opportunities to work many parts of the map, while also just constantly having that threat, even when World wasn't lurking.
Yeah, he's definitely in their heads a bit. Although I will say, L7 on bind, we have never seen this before besides a scrim, which they did win. So we'll see what they're cooking.
Yeah, I think it could be a definitely a great way to, you know, turn your permaban into a last minute pick. Although I don't know how many teams watch other teams' VODs, so you know, maybe it's not like the same like level of like awesome epic as seeing this happen in like VCT. But you know, we love to see the mirrors between VCT and VDC.
Absolutely, yeah. And we talked about some of those storylines before, you know. A lot of former L7 players on this PN squad right now. Kenny looking to go back-to-back grand finals.
Yeah, Kenny wants it. Just given that performance on that map, dropping nearly 30, or I guess if you round down, he's 24 rounds down. So
Still, you know, nearly a 3.0 KD. And we will be taking a quick break back with Bind once we get back.
yeah, see you after the
Don't
break.
go anywhere.
Welcome back, everyone. If you got an ad on Twitch, I hope it was a good ad. I mean, as for me, I'm just ready to see a map of Bind. I mean, hearing that it's one team's permaban and now they're suddenly picking it, I hope that they've been cooking. I'd like to see lineups. I'd like to see set plays. Like, I just want to see a great game.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a lot more Valorant personally. That first match was a little too quick for me. So I'm hoping for a third map here personally. Because I know that Bind, you know, if they've been banning it the whole season, to bust it out now in semis, backs against the wall, yeah, they've got to have something cooked up.
Yeah. So hopefully for seeing nice, good scenes here on Bind. But I mean, if it does go to Ascent, as you mentioned, you know, we can see more Valorant. And I mean, but just by the nature of it being a decider map that both teams have played, you know, that should show a great level of comfort from both teams on that map.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely, they did in the regular season play Bind or Ascent and Lotus when these two teams met. So definitely a map that both teams will be a little practiced on, especially against each other. Although the addition of World in for Jackson might throw the wrench in that.
I mean, World has kind of been super sub. Kind of reminds me of like Curry playing for C9 when he was subbing in. Just
Yeah,
jumps into
World-
the team and it's like a cog right in the machine.
Definitely meshing, yeah. Finding those huge impact frags nearly every round on the offense side.
I just realized, me thinking back to like what I've been saying, I think I can officially be declared like a world glazer.
You glaze the world.
Yeah, I guess so. That is crazy. I was crazy once.
Oh no.
Hope it didn't bring back some bad memories for anyone there. You know, like rubber rooms. Yeah, so right now we're just waiting for our players, waiting for the players to make their way back from the break. You know, get some water. Everyone in chat, I need you to do a hydration check. You know, posture check, hydration check.
Oh, caught me for sure. So back on the topic of the game, what do you think L7 needs to fix for map 2?
Definitely, I think on their defensive side, they can definitely serve to be a little bit more proactive. They got caught out, not really moving up on A side, especially not on C side on their defensive half. I mean, you can see just how well it worked for Orion when they did it. You know, that Omen one way allowed 2 players to creep up, and even with the Classic and 1 Vandal, they managed to get 2 or 3 and just stabilize that round for their team. I think they ended up winning that round. It was a low buy. Yeah, that was with the Neon ult. Oh no, did they? Yeah, they lost their one. It
We're
was
seeing
close.
a lot of crunches from the side of PN, using that early aggression for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Connor seemed to be really aware of kind of just where enemies are gonna be for when he just sends that fault line through walls, and just getting a lot of value. And it just enables someone like Kenny, who's, you know, already good at fragging, even when you aren't blind or concussed, to just very easily walk in and get his kill stolen by Connor when they were concussed or blinded.
Yeah, that we did see that happening a few times. You know, I'm pretty sure if Connor didn't steal so many kills, Kenny would have been at 30.
Oh, that is true. That is true. It happened only like, you know, it happened like 2 or 3 times from what we saw, but right, it could have happened plenty of times like when we couldn't see it.
Exactly.
And
Getting into the map relatively soon.
yeah, we should see an agent select momentarily.
What do you predict the comps will be from each side?
Okay,
L7
without
could
looking,
be
my eyes are
running that-
closed.
Yeah,
my eyes are
eyes
closed. I can't
closed.
see hovers. Okay, so like
Okay.
I hear some locks already, but all right.
Oh yeah.
My bet is one team is gonna definitely do double initiator. I feel like that's a bit Orion's style. I want to see a Gecko fade from Orion with the raise, and I want to see. I think they'll have a brim, so it's a Gecko fade raise brim with like a cipher, and then for the side of L7, I'm thinking they'll be cooking with a. I feel like double controller's like too common, too basic, but I'm gonna say it right. I think it'll be like the brim, the viper, and I wonder. I'll say fade, brim, and then like fade raise, and then also cipher, because cipher's good.
Okay, I'll tell you PN first because they're all locked right now. You got
Okay.
2 out of 5. PN will be rocking the raise and the brim, pretty typical on this map. But they are also running the double controller comp with the Viper and the Sky coming in, as well as the Chamber. is that the Kenny Chamber coming out for map 2?
I think that is something you had mentioned. Like seeing Kenny play Chamber on one of these maps in a series.
Oh,
And here it is.
absolutely.
In a, in a force, maybe a tour de force.
Some might say it is a tour de force. Yes.
But yeah, interestingly enough, both teams are opting to run that double controller composition.
Yeah, very interesting here. We see Zaz on the Cypher. Do you think right now is Cypher or Chamber a better Sentinel here?
I think 100% Decipher. I am not a Chamber hitter. I do love playing Chamber, but I mean, just given the way like the meta's worked out and just like the consistent value you can get from Cypher, it's it's definitely a solid pick. I mean, you could also argue that when you see someone like Kenny playing Chamber, you can get some pretty consistent value from that.
Yeah, he was hitting some crazy shots.
Especially that one tap Sheriff, like through the Viper
From
wall
heaven?
and the
Oh,
wall.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
yeah. Chills.
Looks like we're heading into the game right now too. For map 2 of semifinals between L7 and PN. L7 on the attacking side right now.
So while I can't see utility on the minimap from my perspective, I think I just saw Sherney throw the showers / like hookah window Viper wall, the one that goes to the teleporter.
Yep.
But given that Sky is playing in the showers area, they will not be doing teleport flashes to kind of contest that area. Looks like Gage wants to get some early information here on the shower side, while the side of L7 is kind of creeping up on the B side actually. Spike is, interestingly enough, left in their spawn area,
Yeah,
so I guess they're going for
like-
some early defaulting. Shower fight here, stacking up with Sherney and Gage. Good trades going in the favor of Orion.
Dude,
Got the
running back to
spike.
get the bomb.
Yeah, so L7, just given that they've lost those early trades, looking to slow it down and kind of like regroup, perhaps give themselves a chance to hopefully take an advantage fight with their numbers, maybe on a guy who's alone, like perhaps Connor right here,
Connor, yeah.
playing
You
a
think this
pretty
is
ambitious
clear?
angle.
Think Zaz clears Connor here?
I think so. I think it's pretty common to at least check this while you're creeping forward.
Yeah, surely they have to realize that someone could have crept into the cubby there.
Oh, Connor makes a move here. I don't know if either player spot each other out. Then again, Zaz.
This timing could be disastrous. Camera in hand.
Oh, yeah, Cam is out.
30
And he's
seconds
gone.
left.
And he's gone. Did he collapse
They're
on from
aware.
behind though?
One
Connor
enemy
gets the nade
remaining.
off. They know exactly where Brim is now. Gage has good timing here. Gets the flash off. Information confirmed. He should just wait for his team right now. That's my opinion. But he is Kenny, so
Kenny with the headhunter. Yeah. Really not much
And-
you can do against that.
definitely not. I think especially since I believe Zuder was already low health, so the headhunter headshot was actually a little bit excessive. But
Yeah, a little
that's just
bit
Kenny.
overkill there.
So actually, notably, there's an interesting swapping of roles here. Nari was on that Sentinel for the previous map, but now Nari is playing the Raze for being the sole duelist for the team.
Yeah, I guess they really all can play whatever.
Yeah, I guess that is the power of having a lot of flex. Big shower fight here at the start of the round here on the side of both teams. Kind of shots going back and forth, a little bit of utility, but L7 decides they didn't want to give it up.
Orb secured for Gage though.
Yeah, they
So-
have crept pretty deep up the side on B. Kenny potentially spotting someone out or just only receiving gunfire while he's tucked in this cubby.
Map is pretty quiet right now
Yeah.
as L7 group up around hookah.
I wonder if they're going to contact in here. Yeah. Down you go. Gun swing, gun barrel spotted. World gets 2. Wants the 3rd.
Spike
Nari gets
down.
the trade.
One
Kenny finds
enemy
one
remaining.
lurking up on the long side alone. Double TP for the side of Orion. Nothing Zaz can really do. Can't really blame him.
One headshot, but not enough there.
See, if he had the DRX Classic, not to plug any particular VCT team, I think he could have killed one there.
Personally, I think if he has the Sun Classic there, he gets both and wins the round.
Maybe we'll split the difference and we'll say the Team Liquid Classic.
Yeah.
It's been a rough season for TL fans.
Yeah, it's you don't want to be a TL fan right now.
both teams looking to kind of recommit on the shower fight. They both seem to understand the importance of these extremities, whether
Kenny
it
with
be
the
B
op on
long or
showers
shower.
already though. They're not gonna be expecting that.
Yeah, Kenny finds the value early on here, taking out the brimstone, leaving the other teams without any spot smokes. That's gonna be a big thorn on the side of L7. World finding
Spike
value
down, B.
once again, creeping down.
I have
With the
retrieved
iPad
spike.
out, manages to put it away in time. Zaz now knows there are 2 players there. Gonna force the nade out of Nari to help re-clear the space. L7 is split a little bit apart, and they're just kind of starved for information and space. Orion opting to hold kind of a crossfire here in hookah, while Kenny is kind of like jump spotting or just kind of checking out early angles here on the A side. Probably as a TP to recover and just kind of get back into the lamps in case anything does happen.
Looks like Connor's read this too. You see two rotating towards that B side too to help hold hookah.
Yeah, they're playing a really heavy stack over here on the B side. The Black Tag will confirm the presence of the L7 squad.
The crossfire are able to get one.
World stuck without ammunition. Does manage to find more. He goes for another and he also gets that
World
one.
with the 3K.
Really good start once again from Orion here in the series. And on this map. It's looking a little bit rough from L7 right now. They have managed to get up B long pretty well uncontested in a lot of these rounds, but just not really managing to do anything with that. Getting stalled out either on like hookah side or while the rest of the team is fighting showers and just kind of like losing bodies there. And the round is kind of over before they can do really anything.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how they adapt to this Kenny op, because that is always a force to be reckoned with.
They seem to have gambled correctly that he will have moved it to the B side. Flash gets a confirmation outside showers.
Yeah, PM
And
farming.
Yeah, L7 moving their way through A short.
Toxin screen down.
Wanting to take the fight into hookah here. Not hookah, lamps.
Journey with a crucial position here in lamps.
Yeah,
Bomb buddy out.
looks like they don't really want to fight it. Like, at least, like, Nari's here just kind of holding the space while the rest of the team plants the spike. Going for it now. Good trade there.
Right.
Double fight with Nick Jr. They are aware that World is somewhere here in hookah with the sound of footsteps. He does manage to pick off one. Going for the double swing here.
Take the peek.
Good double swing, taking out World.
Teleport's ready.
Last
We have
player
a fight in the
standing.
showers there.
Only Kenny left now with the op in hand.
Both players
Headhunter
are
now.
relatively low.
Thrifty.
Ooh,
And
nice try
Eco
from
win
Kenny.
for L7. Wow. They needed that.
I think that round was another example of L7 really understanding a little bit of those fundamentals and then that micro play and just kind of like trying to play to that advantage of like having numbers and taking when taking fights. Even with the lower weaponry, they managed to get 2 picks off in the lamps area, even when they only had stingers. And then right there in the end, they understood the assignment. Frankly, where
here.
someone like Kenny has a headhunter out, and so you want the guy with a little bit more HP to swing out wide, draw that crosshair away, and just kind of punish him with those 2 players.
Absolutely. He can only shoot one of you at a time, so.
Posting up wide here on the B long angle. Does get chipped down and taken out. They might have seen Sherney also on that cross. They are pretty aware
They're
of it.
out.
Nade comes out and Sherney falls. They should commit really quickly here into the B site.
Yeah,
The
World
Rocket
in the
seems to
meantime
shoot
finding
that
one
intent.
short as they take the B side.
Pings coming out in hookah, showing that they are aware that World could be in hookah after getting that pick.
That's
I
gonna
know
tell
where they
exactly
are.
where
Maybe.
you are.
Oh, good hack
We'll
coming
see
out
it.
from Zaz. World spotted out now finally. Sees Nari in the cross.
Spike planted.
Unable to win out the fight. Connor does have an ult here to make this round winnable if he likes. He does decide to use it. Flash does get a hit. Does find value with the ult.
enemy
Nade back in
remaining.
hand. Can nade as
Last
well if you
player
like.
standing.
Zaz gets
And
both
they line
though.
up.
Oh wow, crucial 3K from him.
I think definitely after getting those 2 quick picks on the B site, they can afford to slow it down, play the numbers, and kind of just figure out where Zaz is before, frankly,
The
double
spike
swinging
is
and lining
still
up
in
and
base.
getting punished.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent work from Zaz, though.
That's a tilter for PN for sure.
That will
Right
end
here.
up keeping L7 in this game. They needed that for the economy and just their general momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. That's winning that round, especially with the chamber op there. It's got to feel good.
Both sides are coming up on some crucial ults here. Early Viper Molly does dissuade some showers control, allowing L7 to finally, for once in this game, take some early control of showers.
Already
In response, though,
Take
So
it.
Orion does get some beat long control. Heavy util dump here in the showers area, just to slow momentum down. Zooter does find one on Sherney. Considers
Around
ulting into
20
lamps.
health.
Decides against it.
Hawk out.
There's a fight brewing here on the
Spike
A short
planted.
side. They find World and flank.
Last player
Double swing.
standing.
Oh,
It's okay.
oh, it's,
Even Kenny
no
misses
one was
sometimes.
watching. Yes, yeah, you know, that's for the viewers at home. You know, even Kenny misses.
No one will
You know, the pros miss, Kenny misses. I can miss too.
Yeah, it's okay to miss. That will bring the scoreline to 3-3 for the game, though.
You know, talking about pros and missing, I'm gonna take a look here at our little sheet, and Sherney says that FNS is sexy in the interesting history or player facts section here, and FNS is known for missing, right?
That's true. Yeah.
So a little tidbit of information there for you viewers at home. Once again, early shower fight here. Both teams seem to understand the importance of this area of the map.
Really slow cycles.
World gets picked off. Ult committed from the side of L7. Ooh, there's a lot happening here. Good spam. Good spam with value there from Connor. Picks off 2. Gage spots at 1, gets the flash off. Zooter can't turn in time, but he can
gets
still
both.
manage to get it. Kenny aware that he's liable to getting pushed right now. I don't know if he knows that Junior is already through
Spike
into
down
lamps.
A.
Junior probably
They've got
crossed
a-
Last
with the
player
Viper
standing.
You
wall.
gotta know now.
But Kenny does know that he does have Spike, and they have to come towards him. L7 looking to be really diligent here.
World.
Perhaps they
Ult
thought they
here.
had the Spike.
This is
Yeah, no, this
interesting.
made it
They're
really
gonna have
difficult
to
for them,
peek out
giving
into
Kenny quite the advantage.
Maybe you
Oh,
can
he just wants to grab it.
Remaining.
Oh, he looks away.
A gift.
Oh, I like the idea there from Kenny.
30 seconds left.
Using the trip as a zoning tool, but Zaz does manage to find the spike and get out. Decides not to plant it, interestingly enough. Good read from Zaz.
wins the 1v1 there.
Really good read from Zaz. Understand that Kenny hadn't likely walked out.
I find them. I kill them. Simple as that.
Got a
Lots
lot
of
of
pinks
ults.
coming out.
Yeah, a lot of ults on the side of PN now too this round. Do you think they're gonna commit them here or save it for next full buy round?
I'd hope they commit them this round to just kind of just destroy any chance that Orion have of winning this round. I mean, as one of my favorite tier 2 players, T-Dog, says on Team Core, you know, ults win rounds. And I feel like there's a big struggle point for PN last game of just not using their ults and cycling them. Prowler broken 4. Let's use Hill broken.
Sort of force.
Just allowing the op to get value. Hits him in the legs. So op now definitely noted. Nari gets picked off by Sherney. Really good pick from Sherney, walking down on B long. Just getting a chance to get some early information and find that early value onto the duelist. World sees 1. I think Orion starting to understand this is definitely a B lean, at least for the moment.
Yeah, Kenny playing on that fast rotate after tagging Saya.
No charges.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to keep this op mobile and just a little bit unpredictable. Shots exchanged from lamps to the A short angle. Now they're creeping up behind the Viper wall. I would have liked to see more util committed by that side of L7 to help prevent that very thing from happening. Big nade value from Connor. Connor single-handedly stalling out the push of 3, allowing time for the rest of the team to rotate, but
30
they
seconds
didn't
left.
really need to. Kenny finds 1. Zaz gets a trade onto someone else.
Yeah, meanwhile on B, these two players have not moved.
They seem to be really confident and just the A player's ability to, you know, hold that side of the map, even with their worst weaponry. And like that confidence is gonna really help them throughout the rest of this game.
Yeah,
10
as they flood
seconds
into
left.
site now, they're definitely not going to be expecting to, but Zaz might be.
Last player standing.
3 on the round to clean it up there.
I feel like definitely from the side of L7, I mean, you know, they had that fatal available. They could have tried something maybe a little bit pacey towards lamps. But I mean,
Yeah.
you know, hindsight, like I say, is 20/20.
They definitely definitely knew Connor was there. They definitely were not expecting 2 on the B side after Zaz got the brimstone there.
Orion continuing to put pressure on the showers area. Just don't want to let themselves get pinched on any A side take. Sherney will spot or hear one on the V long side. Deciding to back up and give them some space. A smoke for some early control into Garden. Dropped down by World. A little bit of a late re-clear here towards showers on the side of L7. There could be a fight brewing here though, as Kenny also wants to do the same thing.
Zooter wins it after that.
Toxins going up.
Trades going back and forth, leaving us with L7
Toxin
having the
screen
minute
down.
advantage.
Bomb is still down. Zooter gonna pick that up right now.
Sherney goes for information repeat on long. Doesn't know there are 2 players. It doesn't matter. Nick Jr. still wins out that 1v1.
World alone on site. Gonna have heroics here to stop this. Gets 1.
That's the
Last
first.
player standing.
Damage is on the second, but does get traded out. Now, really tough round here for Gage to
planted.
try and win. Does have the ult online, but the other team is not giving Gage really any openings to get any
Yeah,
picks
do you
as
think
they're
this
playing
is a save?
pretty long.
It's looking like it right now.
If Kenny had an op, which I mean, he only has 200 credits, I think Gage is gonna go and recover the op.
Yep, you're definitely right there. Save something for the next round. Does.
Op secured.
Even more surprising that Zooter wins the fight there then.
Now, if I was Gage, I'd be a bit worried about the teleport. I think
Oh,
this is
yeah?
a little bit of a dangerous angle to stay on.
Yeah, because when that bomb's exploding, we have a few players prepped to go through the teleporter.
Here comes one. All 3. Will Gage get one?
Like the side
Alright,
of L7 is looking to play a little more conservatively and save
Yeah.
those credits too.
Definitely a good decision from both teams there, in their little saving positions.
Yeah,
Better not
credits
to
across
risk.
the board, not looking too great.
Lizzie, heavy armor stinger. Connor. Connor will probably try and make given their positioning here, an early play towards market with the raise ult. I'm thinking we're gonna see Kenny holding left from the defender's perspective.
Wow. Exactly as he called it. Although, Connor won't find anyone right now.
Yeah, I think L7 might have been aware that they had been planning that. And if they weren't, then, well, it still worked out.
Journey out very
Really,
wide
really
though, did
deep lurk.
Tsunari.
Deep lurk from Sherney. They know it's going to be an A hit now. Although, interestingly enough, Gage is still rotating over towards B. Everyone's leaving.
Foiled
your
again by the
fear!
tripwire.
Satchel out.
Even with that deep line, they still seem to not understand the A hit was coming in. L7 finally getting a spike down. The grenade does not deny the
Spike
plant. It's a little bit
planted.
short. Still some chip damage onto the brim for L7 on Zooter.
Seek them out.
5v5
Was this helping?
retake right now.
Yeah. What helps Orion here is that they do have showers control. They know that there is no one in L7 in that area. Really heavy fight for lamps here. Trades go back and forth. Molly really helping zone that area. Roll gets one, sees the other one. They don't seem to be aware that Fade is on short. Oh, no, now they do.
Now they do.
Oh, I like the double hold. But World just kind of backing away right as the fight comes out to Kenny. Good trade, though.
Man, hectic fight, but yeah, that shower control proving vital for the side of PN. Not having to worry about showers there.
Looks
Everyone
like
just focus on the site.
looks like Silence commit the ult at some point during that round, as well as Zooter. But also lots of ults coming out from the side of Orion.
Yeah, we definitely did see the Zooter ult come down while the pit was up. Once they tapped the spike. Although World was just able to get a few straight into the pit.
Once again, Orion posturing to kind of take early fights on both extremities. Walking into the smoke they put at the bottom of long, giving themselves a chance to just take a fight here. Flash gets the information. Gets one, gets two. Now L7 are in a great position here, just kind of hold this B long space without a guess on that trip.
Yeah, what?
That's pretty good.
That's crazy, yeah.
Because typically the trip goes about where the
Oh no, the
L7
Cypher was
raises.
already dead.
Oh, got it.
Spike
Nari
down
ending
B.
up finding Sherney on that trade there. Just off the contact of her teammate.
Yeah, we're some 2v3 off this. After PN found 2.
Yeah, L7 doing a really good job of kind of finding a way to fight back into this round, even though they lost so many bodies really early on. But there's a really, really deep play right
They seem
here
to
from
be almost
Connor.
aware of it though.
Yeah, I think they want to try and... I think they're hoping and just, yeah, like I said, anticipating that someone on Orion is making this deep flank.
30 seconds left.
Spotted out.
Spotted.
Well, that means know that each other are there. Although Connor does have the HP advantage.
They're gonna
Really
double
feeling
up.
daring
Last
here.
player standing.
I mean,
Spike
that once again
down
speaks to the
B.
L7
Satchel out.
like micro play. They both knew they wanted to double swing that. It was just health disadvantage, not having the trade go in their favor.
10
He's
seconds
on
left.
site here.
Quick tap from Nari. Hopefully just drawing out any presence. They know that Kenny is now working their way up through CT.
Spike planted.
Dog does
Dog's
contest Kenny.
Kenny.
He's forced to TP.
Last player standing.
Cage able to clean it up as Nari does take down Kenny for a 3K.
Yeah, Nari actually, I mean, with Kenny being forced to teleport, I guess maybe even like tunneled vision onto him a little bit there.
Last
Yeah,
round
interesting.
in the half.
You
Definitely
don't
took
see.
advantage of some of the util
girl out,
usage
would ya?
there from Gage. Although
Yeah,
he was able
L7
to still secure the round.
L7 may not have a Sky, but they got Sky value that round. A little bit of a
last round of the
shuffling
half.
around the operator.
Gun here.
Yeah, not everyone on a full buy here.
Okay,
on the side of
let's hear.
L7. Although we do see the trademark Kenny op.
Let's see. Looks like some early fighting towards the A side on the A short angle. Sherney getting some information on B long in response. Not seeing anyone so far. Maybe she'll decide to walk down all the way again.
Sounds
Instead
winning
of opting
that
to tuck
one
in.
with a submachine gun there.
I like Kenny holding this wide angle in showers.
Did her
I mean, the
best Kenny
teleport enables him
again.
to do that.
Wow.
Really good reaction by Zuder there. Sherney finally making some active moves on the flank there. But
I
it is
know
going to be a
exactly
rough
where
hold
you
here.
are.
Especially with the hat coming out, revealing
Hat
Sherney on the
coming in,
flank.
Yeah, she cannot afford to be flanking anymore. 5v2 as L7 flipped site.
Looks like this round will probably go for in L7's favor. I have a feeling.
You have a feeling?
Yeah.
We've seen crazier things happen.
Spike planted.
Still full util engage.
Gage doing well to wait for Sherney's rotate.
Yeah, Sherney still has
Wow.
the orb too.
Blinded.
With that hat having seen
Last player standing.
a flank earlier on, we're just forcing other players to watch that flank.
L7 trading out, although Sherney can't shoot 3 people at once. Although she'll find silence.
Really good discipline here from L7. Just trying to play time and clear their numbers, not giving really any opportunities to Sherney to get any early picks.
Yeah, the
This
only
man
way
comes out.
L7 loses that round is if they take the 1v1s.
Yeah, once again, like that once
Switching
again goes back to
sides.
the like micro play for L7. Like even when it doesn't work, like they're still trying it. Like and they're putting themselves in great positions to take fights 2 versus 1, 3 versus 1, or just play time, have that fundamentals.
Yeah, we're gonna see the same wall come out from Nick Jr. too this round. It looks like L7 will be playing for some showers control too, as we see 3 huddled around the showers entrance.
Definitely a good wall. One thing I would have liked to see on the side of Orion, especially with that Sky, would be utilizing those flash teleports, and just kind of like having some deeper pressure on that shower side, especially given that L7 seemed to be so ready to fight it all the time.
Yeah, I was a little surprised that Sherney was the one holding garden most of the time, instead of that Sky.
Looks like Nick Jr. wants to commit the orb deep on long, giving them similar effects to what World was doing with its Brim Smokes earlier on.
Sherney pushed up really close to the smoke. Gonna walk out.
Bold by Sherney, but finding huge value here, not taking out the Brimstone. Okay, Brimstone finally falls, but gets collapsed on from the B players teleporting.
Spike down.
He finds
A.
one.
He's gonna get one.
Last player standing.
Runs
Last
out of
ready to
player
headhunter
standing.
bullets. 1v1. Nick Jr. on 1 health.
Oh,
Through the wall. Oh no.
That was a messy round. Lots of fights happening in shower. I think everyone died in shower.
Yeah. Literally everyone died in shower. We're just gonna see a lot of rifles come out for the side of PN too. They're looking to press this advantage.
Well, at least they have a lot of water in shower to clean that up.
That's definitely true. You think we're going to see more aggression from showers this round? It doesn't look like it is. The 3 are on B side this round.
Given that Orion knew to be pushing it, and L7 seemed to be like, ready to respond to that aggression, I would hope that they at least contest it. Like right now we have Zooter pushing out of that showers area, actually allowing themselves to get really deep here. I don't know if Orion's aware of this.
Oh, they're definitely not. They might have heard the iPad.
The trip just went down for Chamber. Oh, Zooter getting gun diffed, unfortunately. I like the idea though, but we do see L7 really deep in market here. And they hear the rotates coming through. Zaz lets 2 pass. Almost doesn't see the 3rd, but finds them now. They're in a great position to capitalize.
Spike down B.
Excellent
and they
work
wiped
from
the floor
L7.
with PN there.
All over the map, L7 was doing just a great job of like being really proactive and working those extremities and putting themselves in a fantastic position to just collapse on the rotating Orion players.
Yeah, they've got the rifles, and it's a 4v2.
Now we'll see once again these fundamentals really stacked up well to be able to trade each other.
Last player
Double
standing.
swing coming out, trade out Zaz. If you can't take lineups or anything else to your ranked games, I'd say the most important thing is trading your teammates.
Yeah, absolutely. What adjustments do you think we need to see from PN after that round? What do you think that was? Was that just a really good lurk on L7 or?
I think actually what's mainly happening right now is they did a really good job of working the extremities on their defensive half, but they seem to be really hesitant to take any of those fights right now. I mean, we'll see as they end up making that adjustment right now. It seems like they're taking some early showers aggression and also holding on Fountain World.
Crazy that Zooter's able to get out there without a scratch on him. Although Kenny will take his head immediately after.
World finds one on the B long side as well. I mean, when you have shooters like this, you kind of afford to be, slow and methodical. And finding another one.
These eco rounds sure are proving deadly here in Mythic.
Good trade from Zaz there. Throwing the gun away, looking for another. Chip finds value.
Last
Oh,
player
the lineup.
standing.
Not managing to get the collat though.
Yeah, 2 flying out of hookah there is definitely a lot to deal with, even if they do just have classics.
I mean, Zaz has done a lot to make this round winnable. However, Silence is actually too far away to hear the teleport.
Doesn't
So-
hear the TP. Oof.
She's gonna think it's gonna be B site, and she's in for a rude awakening in about 3 seconds.
Spike planted.
And PM
I think she
times
realized it before then.
solutions. Yeah, absolutely.
I like this team play here coming up from Orion. Double stacking to shower side.
Yeah, no need to play risky. Lose your guns in 1v1s.
I'll
You can
find
just stack
you.
up.
Silence has a lot of information getting
No
utility.
charges. Bring them
Unfortunately, the
Down.
dog
Dog.
can only confirm that there's gonna be 1, not 2, in showers, unless they both try and shoot it. Okay, now we know Sky's in showers.
A little concerned about you.
Still only concerned Shy.
Doesn't get it to half.
Come on. Thrifty.
Cleans it up.
Unfortunate.
Back-to-back thrifties.
I think if Silence really wanted to have a chance to win that round, they needed to get the spike to half. But I mean, it's really tough to just like,
Yeah.
stick all the way through to that point, especially when you have no idea where the second player is.
Yeah, she was also blinded during that. So, a little hard to see if you can't see the bar, too.
That is true. Actually, I forget. Like, I mean, I can't test it right now, but can you see the bar over the blind, or does it like actually cover everything?
That's a good question. I feel like I've
That-
never paid attention to that when I'm blinded and defusing the bomb, but... Showers pressure coming in again.
A message from Prod says you can see the bar. The bar's progress. So maybe a little bit of a misplay, but I mean, it's 2v1, can't really be blamed. As for this round right now, Orion making really good moves here on the A side, and he does get taken out.
That's nice.
Oh, Silence with another one through the smoke. Managed to really stabilize and just kind of hold the attack side at bay.
Yeah.
Dog
Dog's
confirms
gonna
that they have
smoke
walked
more.
out.
Gunner.
Realizes it's just a second too late that Lamps was open. World finds the pick. World wants more though, pushing deeper to the spawn. I guess it does help that their team is kind of saving.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, not too many actual guns coming out inside of L7.
Not much Nari can do here. Sherney is baiting for World. Oh, now World's pushing up through the molly. Oh, no, not through it. He's pretty aware that Nari seems to be on this right side. Oh yeah, he wants this. He wants this kill. He wants the ult. And actually, that I think that still works in the favor of Orion, because kill or death, he gets the ult point.
That's true. Absolutely true. And they... Oh, actually, maybe they don't have money to spare, but... He's going to be able to buy back into this round.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised actually if that was an intentional call by the side of Orion to say, just, you know, World, go kill or die. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
similar to last round, probably another pacey A hit, this time with the ult allowing them to just kind of ignore lamps and then just refill that space.
Yeah, we will be seeing the chamber op likely this round too, as Kenny only has a classic right now. Oh, he's already pressed the button.
Prepare for help.
L7 seem to be pretty aware of the possibility of that ult coming through, stacking 3 players on the A site and leaving everyone outside of lamps.
Yeah,
Opting instead to hold for Tetris.
the ult's committed onto lamps.
Good spam coming up from Zaz. I'm not sure what Silence meant to do there. Good trade from Zooter.
Gets
Spike
two.
down A.
Fine time for
Smokes up
L7
shower.
reinforcements to come up.
Kenny looking at the floor.
Looking for a gun, I assume, but unable to find
Does make
one
sense.
on his person.
The round does seem to go a little bit quiet here while L7 just kind of buys their time. They have the Cypher hat available if they want to give themselves a chance to get all the information they need.
Yeah, they have the bomb on site, I believe, and they are watching every angle, so they should
That's
have
true.
a good idea of where the PN players are, or at least the angles they can come from. You see pings coming out on the flank already.
Teleport's ready.
Yeah, they're in great positions
Here.
to trade, regardless of where any
30
aggression comes
seconds
from.
left.
He's able to walk kind of far out. They'll hear the
Zooter's
chamber
playing
usually
first
now.
contact here.
Finish.
Oh, Zaz swings early. Kind of a peculiar decision there. Kenny trades out on the Zooter.
TP's out.
Now, this is where it becomes really winnable for the side of Orion.
10 seconds
10
left.
seconds left? I really don't think so. If they just tuck, they should be good.
Yeah, tucking is definitely a smart decision there.
But Nick's gonna swing anyway and get the kill on Kenny.
Anyone have any splints?
That could have
I
been
may
really
have jammed my
dangerous, especially
fingers.
considering Zaz did the same thing
Multiple
and that almost
fingers.
lost in the round.
Kenny through the box was very close to hitting someone for sure too.
I would have liked to see them just waiting, fully waiting for Zooter to get that first contact.
Yeah, it seems like the one backside did swing a little early. Take the 1v2 there.
Both teams have some pretty crucial ults available,
There.
and we're gonna see L7 posturing for some early long control.
Yeah, they've
This
been
orb is
throwing
allowing
the
them to farm
there
orb.
A while, yeah, for the free orb farm instead of on showers.
But interestingly
Yeah.
enough, this is meaning that they don't get value from that Viper ball to the teleporter. Silence finds one on spam. I don't know if that was just completely through a wall or. Oh, it sees ult.
He's Kenny. Zooter thinking, it's Kenny. It's definitely worth it for the ult.
Really heads up call there from Silence. Just, calming out like, I got one. Ult this spot.
And the ult's gonna come in too. The hat.
Orion is looking really good for L7 right now.
Where are you?
But Orion have worked some magic in previous rounds. Doing well to stay in a grouped up pack at the moment. However, this B is looking like a trap right now. They are unaware that Nari is kind of waiting, biding their time.
These two players will be tested here though.
Ooh, I feel like Nick Jr. could
Unable
have
to
waited.
get one there. Although Zooter comes in clutch.
Spike down B.
Does find one, stabilizing a
30
little bit.
seconds left.
Ooh, but it is looking a bit winnable
I've
for
got
Orion
your
here.
trail.
3v5 turned into a 2v2.
Well committed too.
Really nice tapping there from Silence.
Spike
I would spray.
planted.
Oh, maybe a little bit of misinformation there.
Well,
With the
7
bird
players
missing
location
One
silence.
probably
enemy
known.
remaining.
Zaz gets one. And
L7 managed to
swinging
recover.
off perfectly. 9-9, tight game. Close game so
Where
far.
are you?
Silence running up the util usage numbers.
We have seen Silence pretty stalwart on these defenses. Coming in huge for the side of L7, getting those initial picks on defense.
Yeah, and doing a great job of, even after getting a pick, just being aware of where a second player could be, and either like spamming them through a wall or a smoke and finding more value.
Staying alive. Although Gage is leading the pack at 11 assists here.
Assist Lord Nord. Doing a great job with those birds and those dogs. Minus the one on Kenny.
Assisting L7 for that one.
Yes, this should do.
Yeah, he birded and dogged Kenny that one round, man.
The util is just too good. Early skirmish here on B long. Ooh, jump spawning again from Nari. Not taking a bit of chip damage there, being forced to back up as Orion fills the space. Yeah, some
Orion
heavy
on a
presence.
Pretty light buy here though.
Here comes the party.
Oh, Satchel's messed up by Connor and he's punished by Zaz.
Party.
Finally,
Orion got
L7
ult
reacts a little
back.
bit on the rotates here.
Satchel out.
Oh, Nari caught in the Satchel
Actually,
animation
tight.
as World punishes. These rounds are definitely going really back and forth. Zaz stuck in the tube. Zuder finds
Spike
2.
down,
Finds
B.
3.
One
Zaz
enemy
spotted
I
out
know our
by...
last player is too. Zuder with
Zuder with
4 on the
4.
round. Oh my goodness. And that's why he was drafted first, folks.
Wow, that was... I believe that went from a... what, 3v5 to a round win.
5 to a round win, all off the back of Zuder coming in there on backup.
Yeah, Orion seemed to be really kind of like... finally taking some early space over to the B long side.
Yalla,
I don't believe
Sheena.
they've done a lot taking shower space, but regardless of what they're getting, they're
this
kind of
is a nice
stalling
spot.
out on their post plants.
That's a crazy trip. There's no way that hits anything, right?
It's good for the Raze satcheling in, but without the Raze ult, it's kind of... like, I don't know how often it's going to catch somebody.
Already
Shirney
wins.
Bomb buddy out.
on the lurk, getting picked early. Not what you really want from the lurking player.
That's
Zaz
one
finding
through
on
the
a
wall
gauge.
too. Oh my goodness.
I feel like Orion are trying to play for picks a little bit too heavily right now, and letting themselves kind of get picked off instead.
Yeah, they're definitely taking a lot of those dry fights, kind of relying on that aim.
Kenny holding like a really wide angle right now without a teleport to bail him out. He will spot Nari. Tucks in that cubby. Kenny finding damage on Nari through the wall, both the Viper one and the Concrete one.
Good spam for sure, but Zaz is here now too to back up L7 players on B side.
Yeah, L7 is just pretty aware that this is likely looking like it's going to be a B hit. Kenny forced to teleport out after taking significant damage from the back of site.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, they're knowing the hit's coming in now.
Last player standing.
Connor Satchel's out, and Kenny does get a trade, but it's traded out himself, as Nari takes a more advanced position looking towards long, while also being underneath the exit of Hookah. World might be looking to save here. 1 versus
Definitely
4.
gonna
What are
be
your
a
thoughts?
save. Yeah, this might be a
10
save.
seconds left.
Believe it or not, as he
Right
walks
here.
away from the site with 5 seconds left.
With some early pings on those 2 angles. I wonder if he'll spot the strip out. Early
Yeah,
information.
I'm really wondering if he'll get hit by the trip now. Don't think so though.
Yeah,
Right
I
here.
don't think he spotted it out either, so Connor's at risk of hitting a really wild trip and getting really surprised.
Yeah, PN
Right here.
definitely not full util too, considering their money. They're actually generally pretty full, missing the dog. Oop. Looks like Gage is considering the dog or the Vandal. But gonna settle on the Vandal there.
Bit of a high trip there
Find you.
on the A side, leaving the shower entrance.
Absolutely.
Can't be
Yeah,
crouched
running out
underneath.
short.
heavy showers control on the side of L7 as Orion storms down A short. And both teleports are punished by World.
The world was
Is this
definitely
Gabriel's taking
expecting
its
that.
Oh, it's not. Zaz does find World. Immediate response from Orion into just abandon the Viper's ult and just everyone go over to B. Which is a pretty good response given that everyone from the B side teleported to A. We could be looking at the first round win
Spike
in a
planted.
little while from for Orion here. But
Absolutely.
none of Zuder has anything to say about it.
They need to pump the brakes on L7 though right now. They're heating up, and if they win this round too, it could be looking kind of dangerous for PN.
Orion going for a really far back post plant here. Every player is off site, and the sooner that L7 realize that, the sooner they can just move forward and take that space. Smike is spoken.
Ultimate
Kenny, a
ready.
little bit labored there with the whiffs.
They're
Spike
unable to
is
stick the hole.
mollied
One
off at the
enemy
moment though.
remaining.
Kind of. I mean, numbers up and playing far back. It just didn't feel like it was super in control until the very end.
Oh yeah, of course. Then we saw all the mollies come through, you know, orb up.
Oh yeah, good usage of utility to help, win the round. I wonder what Orion are gonna do now. Like, they know that the orb goes down deep on B long. They haven't really fought for showers, but they do know that L7 likes to fight for showers.
Yeah, we're looking at a lot of pings from both sides coming out for the B long area. We might be seeing a fight here.
Oh, that's unlucky. The flash does
Wow.
come through, blinding Nick Jr., but Nick Jr. just anticipates that the person walking up is hugging the wall. Definitely throws a wrench. Ooh. I would say it throws a wrench in the plans of L7, Orion, but that pick from Kenny kind of opens up the round just a little bit as they can decide to stall it out now. They just work the map a little bit. Connor gets spotted out and taken out on the A short side. But L7, oh, they're now aware that there's another player.
Missed me.
Oh, nice
Oh
shot.
man.
Just nice awareness of the timing of like when the player took him out
On
of the
my
cubby.
wire.
That's
Taking out
definitely
Kenny.
still aware.
One enemy remaining.
And that's the spike down.
Spike down A.
And yeah, Sherney just not expecting Zaz to be holding that off angle in lamps. And just taking the dive for it instead. Gale finds one. This is going to be a nice thing where now whether or not Gale gets a kill or dies, Gale will have ult for next round. Or
Yeah, and we
Gage.
see Nari on the lurk
Gale.
too. They're just gonna
30
wait for
seconds
Nari to. Zaz is gonna clean it up for 3 on the round there. Huge
I mean,
place of Zaz anchoring there in lamps.
Match point.
Zaz is doing really well to hold these off angles, whether he's alone or with another teammate. Because it's going to help him win the
leading
1v1s.
scoreboard too. 24 and 13. Well,
Ooh, so yeah, Zaz tying Kenny's kill total from the previous game. With more rounds, but
with
really
a
well
few
to get
more
all these
rounds,
picks.
yeah. Pretty broken by though, coming out from PN on this potential last round.
they might try and get an op in the hands of Kenny, given that heavy shield and no gun buy.
Yeah, we're probably gonna see some heavy contests for this orb. We do see Zuder with the op now.
Yeah, L7 seems to be really aware that this is a possibility that they're gonna try and fight for these orbs.
Yeah, Zuder gets one, although
You
Kenny
want to
is
play?
have the op in his
Let's
hands
play.
now.
Oof. Even with the op, I definitely feel like this round does favor L7. I mean, you know, they did get the early pick, and then again,
man.
Zuder does finally get taken out. Now they have
is the
no
shot there.
spot smokes for any retakes. I think in realizing this, Orion realized they should be going in right now, while they have the numbers up advantage.
I've got your track.
Absolutely. I'm just waiting for the 2 L7 players to take the TP. Although it looks like Nari will be walking now.
Ooh. Yeah,
Wow.
that was... I mean,
One enemy remaining.
with the cabbage heading that way, I'm surprised that Kenny got caught out.
And Nick Jr. through the wall to
Defenders
end the
win.
map. We're going to map 3.
Yeah, they needed to definitely go after taking out Zuder. They put the smokes down, they ulted on lamps, but then they never really backfilled that lamp space and just kind of allowed L7 to kind of group up and take, not even really retake it, but just take fights and just win.
Yeah. Definitely a great map for L7. Or a great map too after that map 1 that was maybe not going as well as you'd like. we do see the scoreboard here. Zaz with a monster performance too, over 300 ACS, followed by Super Sub World there, and Zooter coming in at 3.
I feel like on the side of Orion, they were really just lacking a lot of like entry pressure, and like Connor was doing the best he could, but getting caught out by trips in a lot of the cases, and just someone like Kenny, like someone you want to just take a lot of fights, wasn't really getting set up to do that.
Yeah, it felt like Kenny was taking way more dry peeks this map than the first map, and maybe that's a problem with not running 2 initiators, but he was not able to take those advantageous fights and was frankly just losing some of them to Zooter.
And I mean, interestingly enough, we're seeing a lot of first bloods. Once again, not going into the hands of duelists. A lot of it's taking on like sentinels, controllers.
Yeah, there absolutely has been a lot of fragging from the non-duelist players on both of these teams right now, which funnily enough has been swapping around. But with that being said, we will be heading to map 3 after this break. Map 3 Ascent coming back after this.
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Welcome
Welcome
back.
back.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm just
Hey, I
excited
think-
to see even more Valorant, I guess.
Of course. I think we're always excited for more Valorant.
Absolutely. After a very close map, too, you know, L7 was able to claw it back and bring the map score to 1-1.
I mean, all things considered, it was a pretty close game.
Absolutely.
Definitely a lot closer than Lotus.
Yeah, for sure. Although we will be heading to Ascent next, a map that both teams did play on against each other in the regular season.
Yeah. I mean, with this coming down to be the decider, I really hope that, I mean, it's another great game just like Bind was. I mean, perhaps it's just that Orion's really good at 3 site maps.
It could be, yeah. It definitely could be. During the regular season, it was Orion that came out on top. We'll see if L7 can flip the scripts around in this semifinal round.
I mean, yeah, if the mythical L7 scrim, like, you know, scrim in practice, could have, you know, done that on Bind, you know, maybe they've, you know, gone back to the VODs, you know, reflected, and, like, analyzed the data, and now they're going to come out on top now on the Ascent.
Maybe they cooked a little for sure.
I would love to see a Turtle Troop, like, Deadlock comp. Sorry, Dark Zero. Or Dark Zero now.
Yes, of course, yeah. It looks like we'll be heading to the map bans. Or to the Asian Select. Oof, map bans, oof. My brain is fried after all
Been a
that.
long one. Been a long
Yeah.
one.
Absolutely.
Alright, I won't guess. I'm like, okay, all I guess is that both teams have a jet. That's what I'll say.
You'll guess
Actually,
both teams have a jet.
Please,
Well,
please do Kenny ISO.
Funny
Please.
fun fact, they did. PN did not run a jet last time they played this map.
Oh, what?
Although they will be looking at it this time.
Yeah, it looks like both teams have committed themselves to having that jet. Nari once again on that duelist role. And I mean, you know, Zaz, you know, why fix what's not broken? You know, back on the Cypher. And Zooter once
L7
again,
all
you know, on the
locked in
smokes.
already.
Both teams have
locked
fully
in.
committed.
They're ready and rearing to go, and we're getting into it.
Both teams deciding, like, you know, the standard, you know, default vanilla. It's vanilla, right? You know,
Yeah,
what's wrong?
Really,
you can't go
really
wrong with
basic
vanilla.
comps, you know. Just the one difference between World on the Killjoy, whereas Zaz is on that Cypher.
I have been seeing a trend of like Cypher kind of like eating up a bit of Killjoy's pick rate on this map, and I don't know, like me personally, I still believe in the Killjoy. Like lineups are really strong on this map.
You are a Sentinel player, that's right?
Yeah, I'm like Flex, but like let's be real, Flex is like Sentinel.
Flex is either Sentinel or Smoke Shell every time.
Exactly. But yeah, you know, Deadlock has also been eating some of that pick rate up. Although I think Deadlock swaps in for KO.
Yeah, you're right.
on
We
the
did
comps that run
see
it.
what Fnatic running the Deadlock on this map.
Yeah. Interesting to see Fnatic also taking like Alphair off of some of those like Sentinel roles and saying, you know, Alphair go kill, you know, on like ISO.
I mean, when he was first on Fnatic, he was the Raze player, while Durka was taking up that chamber back in that meta.
Yeah, I like to see Alphair back on the aggressive roles, but here we are. Nari taking some early aggression here as L7 goes for a really quick hit into the A site.
Very fast, onto the site already. Nari gonna lose out to the
Orion
KO.
kind of giving it up and letting, you know, Kane take his fights, get his 2. Connor gets 1 due to smoke on Heaven, traded back from Silence onto Sherney. Now we kind of end up breaking the action here. I think Orion right now, they're just kind of stalling out, waiting for KJ to get some huge value on this flank. And I don't think L7 is any the wiser of it. Big double fight here in tree.
For this at all.
Ooh, this double fight goes in the favor of L7 as, you know, Connor falls at the hands of Silence. He's not aware though at all, or she's not aware that World has the flank. Arrow comes in, swinging a little bit early there for any information can be gained. Connor hears the footstep, or Connor makes it, or Gage makes a footstep, and Junior finishes it off.
Huge clutch from Nick there to win the pistol round. Yeah, I guess that's something we really haven't seen so far from L7.
Yeah, I mean, really, really good value from Kenny to get 2 on site as getting collapsed on, and I mean, aggressive Orion mostly understood the assignment to just wait for that late flank from World, but I mean, I think that they got a little bit eager and just tried to retake tree a little bit too soon and allowed Silence to get extra value to help convert that round.
Yeah, absolutely. Silence getting 1 there at the door is crucial for that round. And Nick being able to clutch up.
really heaven L7 push, while Orion goes to the tile scrunch and finds nothing. They should be really aware now that the hit is definitely coming out onto the A side.
Yeah.
L7.
Heavy aggression from both sides. Something we really haven't seen too much of this series so far.
I would love to see Orion run a similar play,
Blocking sight.
but let's focus on what's happening right now. So right now we have L7 taking really deep in the garden here, fighting for the streak control.
Oops.
Oh, and they get
Dude,
two.
they're unable to escape as Connor punishes them. Orion opting to take heaven control from tree here. Might be trying to group out and just fight into hell. Another drone was coming from hell.
Spotted all three. For sure.
Yeah, 3 players confirmed to be in heaven. Zaz just kind of biding his time, waiting to play off his teammate's contact here.
Powers up.
Really good pick from Worlds here.
Player
Almost gets a second as Junior trades him out.
Survivor's rest.
And again, we've seen these eco rounds be deadly for both teams.
Yeah, the Sheriffs are just really good in the hands of these players.
Absolutely. I guess that's why they're all up in Mythic tier, and I'm stuck in Gold 1 right now.
I believe you can make it out.
Yeah, I don't know. This rank reset, man, it's been rough. It's been rough.
But I mean, I don't think that L7 heard anything about that tile scrunch. And if they did, maybe they heard a margin of it. But so that's definitely a play that Orion should definitely run in the future. They seem to have a really good understanding of where to throw these like KO flashes and other things to make it happen.
Absolutely. Both teams clearly pretty well practiced on this map.
Knife gets no information early about the defensive setup on the for Orion on A main. And even with that Knife getting no tags, they don't take the space, allowing Connor to just retake this angle and kind of hold it. Flash comes through, and they finally make their way out. Messed up the,
no.
Oh, he messed up the dash. I mean, really good tap fake up there on the orb, forcing him to swing out the 2. And yeah, he just gets punished for it after that mistake. So L7, in spite of all the A control that they've done, have also managed to silently creep up here on the B side.
Yeah,
And this is causing
here though.
Yeah, this is causing Orion to play really spread right now. They're not really in any spaces to trade each other. They're just playing for information right now, trying to get an understanding of where this hit's going to come out so they can hopefully play retake.
Cover going out.
Smart. Smoke going market. Peaks before the CT smoke comes up, allowing a lot of value to be gained from World. Although World does go down on the trade from Zaz.
Wow.
30 seconds left.
Fortunately, one of the players to go down was a KO and can be revived. Yeah, L7 need to make their way on the site right about now. Just so they can
4v3 on the retake.
that
All
spike
players
down.
stuck on site though.
Spike planted.
Yeah, this is looking a little bit dire actually for L7. You know, having no one in main and Orion knowing about that really early on, it's making it pretty difficult for them. Both teams get a stand through the wall.
Goodness.
Kind of a spam battle with Orion coming out on top.
One enemy
Shorty sees the jet. Good flick down back to the Nari. And
Oh,
finds the second
wow.
on the silence. I mean, it was like wall hack simulator there for a second. And, you know, these
was,
paper thin
yeah.
walls, both teams got a scan off, and it was just, you know, Orion came out on top. What is this?
Wow, yeah,
That's a
what is
glitch.
that gun? What is that?
That was the Reaver with the
Oh,
glitch,
what
the
the-
texture glitch.
Yeah, that looks wild though.
Gun
I'm
here.
hype about it.
For a second, I thought it was the new bubble pop skins. Just given the colors.
Yeah, because it definitely had that theme too. Although you're definitely right, it had all the other effects of the Reaver.
Nick Jr. here,
5 and 1
potentially
already.
with a lineup. Although I think he's actually gonna throw it just against the wall, right there in the tree.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Deployed.
No information early here. I like to see L7 kind of scale off that, get some early picks, or space. Or else finding Zuder on a really deep push out into B main.
Yeah, that's gonna be disastrous for L7. No more smokes
Right
to whistle around.
Swarm grenade out. Placing swarm
Yeah, they're gonna
grenade.
wish they had actually take that cat space right off the KO knife, right about now. Looks like they're opting to slowly, quietly work up that B main space. Although, I think someone just broke a Sova Dart.
Hunter jump
So-
spotting too here.
Yeah, Orion having some pretty good information on both sides of the map. Connor's jump spotting in, you know, Sova Dart getting information in B main.
They
That's
definitely have
L7
it pretty well
just
contained
solid.
right now.
Zaz finally decides to punish Connor's jump spotting.
He was tired of hearing the wall knifing for 20 seconds.
Here.
Now, posturing instead from B main over to the A side, looking to go into tree here. I don't know that flash lineup. I need to learn that one.
Oh, this blind is gonna be huge.
Blind
30
really good here to
seconds
help
left.
contain them and stall out that pressure. Allowing Connor to get 2
Spike
before he gets
down.
traded out.
Just knows
Trinity
Nari-
not
Nari's
expecting the push through
though.
from Nari.
Where is everyone?
Oh, big hat
hiding?
here from Zaz. Gonna help them maybe get a chance here in this round. Kenny caught out, ducking back into cover, but really
Last
doing a
player
great job of
standing.
playing his life and finding one
Spike
onto Zaz
down
actually.
A. 10 seconds
Once again,
left.
he understands he needs to stay alive here, letting his teammates get back close. Although, he is poking and prodding. He does want to get some value out.
Gets Kenny at least
Gun
there
here.
on the site, and we are 2-2.
Gun here.
Now, the unfortunate effect of those consecutive round losses is that L7 is not looking great with the economy at the moment.
Yeah, and we will see the op coming through on the side of PN too. Although it will be wielded by Connor this time on the jet.
Yeah, an op this early could be a little bit
That goes
devastating.
there.
Although I'm not too sure about them, buying an op here into the save. It gives them a chance to like I feel like on a save, you're more likely to get rushed by like 4 people.
Yeah, I
And
agree
op just
too.
can't kill.
Plus, even if L7 don't win the round, they get that info that they will have the op into their save, and they'll be able to better play around it.
Down.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Taking another peek there at that at the glitched Reaver.
With the
L7 have
knives
done a
and
great
dash.
job having the mid control here, and Orion seem to be pretty comfortable with giving it up as they have that A main control and can just crunch on any push to the tree. Although Connor making his way towards that area as it gets one-wayed off. The op sounding off at the lurk from Zaz, as Zaz now creeps into that tree space. Ooh, fight's going on in mid.
Second.
Kenny doing well to get 1, but Nick Jr. also doing even better probably to trade out Kenny. Especially given just the gun differential here.
And
Connor
they
is
found
aware
the
that
op.
Zaz could be lurking, and does find the pick. A little bit of Call of Duty-esque inspect into scope animation here.
Shadows traveling.
Oh, going for the one-way there
30
to
seconds left.
kind of dissuade any tree pressure, but they're already out.
Enemy
As
tag.
Connor misses his op shot, and they know that there are 2 over the A side.
Here.
With Zuder, the lurk is being picked off.
Spike planted.
I think the players here on Orion should just wait for the backup and just flood these 2 guys. They don't really have any good
One
guns, so
enemy remaining.
Yeah, this should be a round that's pretty shut and dry. Although I do think we'll probably see a tech from L7 after this. As Zuder is reconnecting right now.
oh, perhaps. Maybe not, maybe not. We'll see. They're saying Zuder is back.
Zuder back in. No pause.
Well, pause is coming out right now, but
Pause comes through anyway.
they're just working it out. But they're gonna take away this pause.
It's like they're
Yeah.
both ready. We're getting right back
Yep.
into it.
Back into the game.
And the L7 full buy is going to come through. They are aware of the op.
I mean, L7's done a
yeah.
great job of taking this mid space here, and I feel like Orion might need to adapt to kind of shut that down a little bit, as like they're creeping in the tree well before it seems that Orion are necessarily aware to be able to punish that.
Yeah, absolutely. And Ascent, we know, notoriously defense side.
Good Cypher Cam to spot out the operator there. The dart on top of it feels a little bit excessive, but it does force Kenny to take a more passive position there. World following the drone from his teammate out, getting all this B main space.
Oh, and World is going to...
Yeah,
Zuder.
that's like the freest pick you can get.
Yep.
I think Zuder needs to be a
Exactly.
little bit aware that that is a possibility. Ooh, a little bit of an anti-synergy there. Flash. Actually, never mind. I don't know whose flash it was,
That
but
was Kenny's flash,
it prevented
yeah.
Nari from coming out there.
Gonna throw the second flash.
Kenny doing a great job of just stalling, just preventing anything from happening really. And I think looks like L7 are gonna cut noise, throw the knife to B side.
Sai aware that Wolf could be flanking, and she will find him. And that pulls a bunch of the defenders over towards B.
Yeah. Yeah, with that KO knife landing on the B area, I don't know if it landed anywhere on the map, but they could be convinced that it's heading B side.
30
This is
seconds
a really good
left.
pause. Really good pause here. Out of L7. Connor missing an
Connor
off shot.
missing. I think this is
Low.
this is looking like a save here. That L7 as they
Yeah,
walk
Kenny
out.
helps to recover that. After Connor missing, Kenny
Shadows
is
traveling.
pretty aware with his other teammates that
10
it's
seconds
likely an
left.
A split, especially with someone just walking out an A main just casually like that. A little bit of
could've
context
been-
here in top mid.
Oh,
Kenny gets
we'll
caught out
find
by
Kenny.
the underhanded flash,
Yeah, those darn flashes.
but he has his ult active or ready now,
Let's
so
make a play. Then
it could be the
execute.
case that dying there just allowed him to get it.
Very true. Nick Jr. on his second ult of the map already. He had one at round 3. Or about to be on the second ult of the half. Looking like they're setting up to get him in this orb. Although there
Looks
are
like
3 on
Placing
PN
swarm
here.
grenade.
Yeah, it looks like Orion wants to put Connor on this op, holding early in the B main, perhaps in recognition that L7 could be trying to do this exact play of just getting the orb on their KO, going for a B hit.
Yeah, they got that KJ info turret too. That Connor can swing off of.
I wonder having the turret there is a bit of like a misinformation play. Someone like Zuder might hear the turret and think, there's no way there's an op holding the same angle as the turret.
All the util being used to clear out B main right now though.
They are a bit more diligent about breaking the drone this time. And Orion not actually opting to have anyone follow it up. Smoke comes into mid, could be alerting Orion to a bit of some action here happening on mid. And if that is their thoughts, then they'd be correct.
World's gonna play up close. Sees Zaz. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Zuder walks through smoke. World becomes aware that there is someone close. Sees the shoulder of Nari back in the cubby. Gets one, a little bit labored, doesn't
Spike
find the
down
second
mid.
one.
Yeah, able to get that. Thank goodness.
Connor making his presence known with the op over by the market area as L7 makes their way back towards B.
Gage
With
is gonna
time
hear
running-
some of those footsteps though.
Yeah. As time crawls down,
30 seconds left.
this will definitely be the side they hit.
We do have Connor on the op holding from market.
Connor can't dash now. Ooh, misses the pick
Nice.
onto Zuder.
Gage got
However,
huge, getting
Spike
2.
down
Gage
B.
finds 2.
Emergency reset
I have the
play.
spike.
They've seen the... If they can see the spike, it's picked up.
Last player standing.
Alright, I mean, good hold. Good hold from the side of Orion, in spite of the KO utility.
Absolutely. Gage getting 2 there is huge for PN. If he doesn't get 2 there, they probably flood the site and take.
I wonder if Orion's gonna consider moving the op out of Connor's hands. I mean, he needs to like get a pick right now, just at the very least for confidence. He's been
Confidence
missing a lot
pick.
of these shots.
You want the op back on the Kenny KO if Connor misses this next shot. We'll see what
I
they
mean-
do, but
Anything's possible. Maybe
definitely true.
pull a boostio or an off air, put it on a world.
Definitely true. PN having a lot of ults this round, although we do see the eco come through for L7.
Oh, Nari going for a really wide peek and managing to take out
Yeah.
Connor on that op.
Dry peeking Connor with the op there. Wow.
I wonder if Nari felt emboldened to do that because Connor's not been hitting his shots.
Connor getting 2, and they're really just holding and finding picks, L7. And we
Yeah.
find ourselves in a 5v2 all of a sudden.
L7 really understanding that Orion have kind of been pushing the extremities like late in the rounds. And just kind of
they-
being ready to...
They don't have the spike though. The spike is in spawn. Oh, picked up with the ultimate from Zuder.
Spike planted.
That all actually works double duty. Not only to pick up the spike, but just make Orion a little bit worried about where that could have gone.
Clean.
A lot of kills coming back in return for 7PN.
No one walks away.
Kenny committed the ult to this play. It's even in spite of being low HP.
And they know where
Gage
the last
misses a
player
little
is.
bit. I think Gage is probably gonna try and play
Kill
Exits
on
here.
Kenny.
Healing area.
Spotting out Zuder. Oh, gets blinded.
Last player
Not much you can do
standing.
there.
Really not much. Great round by L7 though to win on the eco. That one gun from Nari doing massive damage to PN.
Yeah, really finding a way to take out the operator, and then, I mean, just great positioning, great awareness to be ready for those other players to come out on the flanks. I mean, as you mentioned, like, for them to be on a save and just like the other team being on a save, and for Orion to be pushing out into that save just feels a little bit short-sighted.
Feels very confident, to say the least.
We need to give some of that confidence back into Connor's op.
Yeah, Connor will be on the rifle this round, so we'll maybe have to wait for next round to see that.
Looks like a smoke on the tile is being committed by Sherney here, but just the trade of smokes and other utility is still allowing L7 to take that mid control. Kenny with a just no util peek right into A main, managed to find value on the Omen. So now the rest of the round, L7 has 0 controller utility. And actually they're grouping up to potentially a refight here on Catwalk after that drone spots someone spots Zaz over by Sabrosa. Ult coming through to help this fight happen.
Connor watching.
Nice shot.
It really just is a brawl in mid right now. Now we're getting 2 from tiles though.
I mean, I really think that Orion could be waiting to take a lot of these fights instead of just forcing it. The other team has no controller to work with, and instead they're just like giving them chances to just get early picks. Oh, Connor's stuck here.
Nari with 4
Punished by
right now.
Nari on for the ace at the moment. They might be able to hear KJ right now.
The ult.
30 seconds left.
Oh no, Nari does not hear KJ.
Walking out backwards.
Last player standing.
And World!
Defenders
All 3 of them as they walk out.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean,
Maybe,
that's just throwing around 101.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe,
you just
maybe a
wanted to
bit
give your team
ambition
the ace.
there for the to go for the ace.
I feel like L7 are gonna really regret that.
Yeah, that one's gotta hurt the mental for sure.
Especially since that also forces them back onto a relatively bad buy. 3 players do manage to find themselves with rifles, and they have jet knives in hand as well. Okay, you know, maybe it's a pretty okay buy.
Yeah, it's an okay buy, and I think
Get out of my
we've seen some of these stingers do some work on the side of L7.
Yeah, I mean, last time L7 was on a low buy, they actually managed to win the round. Ooh, aggressive flash coming through from Kenny. Maybe hinting to L7 that someone could be in the smoke, but that'd be some good false information.
Yeah,
We
a lot
do
of
see
people prone.
a flank from Zooter, or just a lurk, on that B main side. I think he broke the turret in B main. So this is drawing Connor from the side of Orion over on that side. As Kenny does get a pick on Zaz at the top of mid. Both teams are kind of stabilizing here, drawing some time out. Both of L7's smokes are committed to mid, trying to, I guess, starve Orion of some information. Running a 1v1 here between Kenny and Junior. Kenny not aware that Junior is there though.
Journey with 2 from
Spike
site.
down A.
Flashbang.
Yeah, Shari doing a great job of just like holding that A main area.
Obstacle removed.
Last player standing.
And they're aware of where Nick Jr.'s position now. Sherney rattling off some
30
shots to that
seconds
catwalk
left.
position as a dart comes through to show that he's not in tree.
Flash.
Yeah, he definitely did not expect 4 people to just be looking at his angle.
And that's a bit of a little bit of a rough run there for L7, but I mean it was their weird buy. Now they're forced to be on a low buy, or not.
Looks like the
could not.
majority
They're
of them
actually-
will be on rifles this round.
Once again in a good spot again.
Shooter with the Spectre there.
Maybe I'm learning that my understanding of the economy works better when the game tells me how much I have next round in the buy menu.
Yeah, or maybe they just could be buying every single round. Kenny doesn't seem to have a gun though. Connor will pump one and
Good pick from Sherney there before backing up. In spite of the number of players for Orion on the A site, they're not contesting A main too much. Zooter with an aggressive TP out into site gets punished by Kenny. Silence trades it back out.
A.
Connor gets another one though.
One enemy remaining.
Oh yeah, Sherney spots Nick Jr. just slowly walking out back into sight. And we find ourselves in a 4v1 here for Laz.
Yeah, definitely a very aggressive TP by Zooter. He was the only one on the site of L7 for that. For a good while there.
Hello.
World wants to go hunting, but information gained. Hopefully Orion here maybe goes to a high-low, something similar. Just, you know, safely guaranteeing the round. And doing the opposite of what L7 did in the 1v3 against World.
Alright, but wouldn't it be funny if they did the exact same thing?
I think it would. I think it would.
30
Zaz
seconds
likely
left.
going for a save here. But, you know,
Yeah, he'll definitely try to play for exits,
it
although
isn't over till it's over.
they're watching all of their angles. I think door is closed too, so we won't be able to get a free one.
Camera taken out.
10 seconds
Yeah, we're
left.
just gonna end up waiting it out here. And I mean, as for the alt economy at the moment, both. Let's see. So World does find himself with the KJ ult. That'd be great for an A retake. But I mean, Orion had been playing pretty heavily on that A side, so I wonder if we're gonna see any adjustment in their setup to reflect that.
Last round before the switch.
Yeah, what do you think from L7 that they need to do to break through these defenses?
I mean, L7 has done a great job of taking mid control, and I don't know if they recognize that, like, if you're gonna take the mid, like, they haven't really taken
This goes
the
here.
main on the same side that they want to hit from mid. So, like, whenever they take mid and they try and go A, they're
Keep
kind of
it
just
cool.
focusing mostly
That's how you
on,
survive.
like, on tree, and then just leaving one person to get picked. So by someone like Connor playing the A main side, and the entire take falls apart. Oh, really early pick there from World. He does get traded up by Nari.
Slightly tricked.
Bit of a rougher buy here from L7 as Connor does find himself taking out another. Yeah, I think L7 thought that the solution to their problems would be just a quick 5-stack, but I mean, World and Connor are there just to shut it down. Oh, Kenny
And we
does
did-
see one.
We do see Kenny on the op again. Like
I
you
know
predicted.
exactly where you are.
Take
The
flight.
hat does come out, but
You
it's not
are powerless.
it's not really gonna necessarily help them here. I like the crab walk here. Silence creeping through, but does get picked. I think that might have been through the cage.
One enemy remaining.
Really, really good spam coming out from the side of Orion here. I know that Spike is not committed that tap. Gun swap from Kenny. Does confirm the kill on Nick Jr.
Up on the ground. 9-3.
Switching sides.
I mean, as a lot of people say, Ascent is a relatively defensive-sided map. So, you know, we could find ourselves... Oh, the FF spray from Sherney. We could find ourselves in a position where, you know, L7 could manage to make a relatively good comeback here.
Absolutely. It really will, you know, come off this pistol round for them. If they can secure this pistol, it's a great path towards that comeback. If they lose the pistol, it puts them in a very tight spot, backs against the wall for sure.
I believe, though, actually, throughout this series, Orion has done a pretty good job of winning pistols and then converting those into round wins. So we might see another example of that in this round. Looks like so far, oh, World finds a great pick onto Zuder here on the B side and just drawing attention. Doesn't check his stairs, assuming that Zuder was the only person on that B side. But it did draw some rotates for L7, and now there's a great take from Orion here to the A site. Did they just open the door, or is that closing it? It's probably
They
closing it.
closed the door, yeah.
Spike planted.
They're able to take out the Cypher Util too with a well-placed knife.
Ooh, really good shock dart here, taking out Zaz.
Shutting them down. Too suppressed.
We find ourselves in a 3v3. L7 focusing on really coming out through tree here.
Scanning ahead.
Late play from Heaven.
Last
Connor
player
finding himself
standing.
in the 2v1. L7 make it work out.
A lot of shots there. Silent with 3.
I think it probably would have been a lot better for Orion to kind of like maybe have someone back up in main. And they find themselves really stuck playing really like close, tight angles against the L7 team that really likes to like double fight in these positions.
Yeah, they have been really good at just swinging as 2 or 3 as a full unit there. And if Orion doesn't have anyone to punish that on a different angle, they're gonna want to fight against you.
But yeah, what was interesting was, I mean, Orion commit a bunch of utility to at least fake some mid presence, and then didn't do really anything with that, like off the back of that. So I wonder if L7 is aware that, like, the mid was threatened, but not really like taken.
A lot of damage.
Yeah, unlucky spam against Nari there. As Connor makes
Here.
some moves here, working up into space.
Also been playing really far back. Really not actually playing for any info here. Beautiful spot one though.
L7 perhaps having a read that is going B-side, but if that's their read, they need to find a new book. Because it's looking like... I mean, then again, they're ready for the mid-fight a bit.
It's 2 there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Kenny.
Kenny's Sheriff is a little bit gross. Finds the third, and a... Come
Kenny
on.
for Sheriff Ace?
Shadows traveling.
He's on track
All right.
for it.
Gun here.
So what if, you know, I mentioned the thing about the 1v3? Like, what if we see the 1v4?
Suppressing.
Alright, what's more likely, Kenny Ace or 1v4?
Oh, Kenny on 40 health. There's no.
I say
Hard
Nick.
to say.
Here we go. Nick Jr. gets 4 here.
I'll go for I guess I'll go for the Kenny Ace then for sure. He does have 2 other teammates to play off of.
Oh yeah, he's playing off their contact. Oh no, he takes the first peek. Almost gets tagged out there by Nick Jr.
Target.
The flick
through
from
the
Jr.
wall.
I think Jr.'s gonna transition here into playing exits.
I think he's ready to charge.
He wants this pick on the
One enemy
Gage.
remaining.
Does find it. Is aware that last person is likely on site. He went up the stairs.
Yeah, he will go down in the end.
Alright, that is Spike. Do we count that as a Nick Jr. 4K?
I think we do, honestly. I think we do.
Alright. I mean, yeah, Nick Jr. doing a great job there. Like, even if the round wasn't winnable for him, he does a great job at just, like, not really hurting their economy, but just making them have to buy
Right
stuff.
here.
And also farming ult orbs for himself.
Here.
Yeah, we will see a rifle come out for Nari again. We have seen the hero rifle from Nari come out huge before in some of the other rounds.
For sure, definitely. Like, for instance, taking out Connor when he was opping.
She'll be
It's like
tested
an
almost immediately.
early A fight here. Nari does find one. Does manage to find one. Although World trades it back onto Saz from Heaven.
Enemy kill.
Connor seeing the edge of
Block
Nari, I
inside.
think. Just managed to get that pick. Double swing from L7 into Heaven. Once again, those fundamentals coming into play, just destroying Connor there. I wish he could really do.
Cover going out.
Although perhaps maybe just not pushing it. Jump up from Sherney. Manages to find one. The Silver Dart comes from Heaven, so they are aware that
One
it's up in
enemy
Heaven.
remaining.
Spots the shoulder. World can't get the second
Oh,
one.
with the shorty.
Shorty value is
Enemy
huge.
remaining.
I feel like, alright,
Oh,
and
very close.
a little bit safe there. Gage saved the round there. I feel like
Gage coming in clutch multiple rounds for sure.
once they knew the location of the final Sova in the tree, right there with Silence, they could have afforded to just kind of wait just a little bit longer, set up that double peak, and just trade it out. But I mean, yeah, Gage salvages the round.
Yeah, at this point, this is where you start to get a little worried as L7.
Yeah,
You're probably
especially
on your
since,
Last
oh
rifle
man,
buy. Yeah.
I mean, and additionally, like, you know, Orion's working their way towards this big ults right here. They might try and farm this KO ult.
Finds one, finds 2.
World gets 2. It's not looking too great for the side of
Got
L7.
3. My
And
ultimate is
all
ready.
these dry fights just being taken by World and just winning.
Just running at them.
Oh, Zaz hears the footstep and punishes World on the peek through the smoke. This could allow L7 to play themselves back into the round. Although Kenny is a great position here in mid, and
Yeah,
to just
they're
be feeding
not
information to the
gonna see
team. We know one's on CT, that being Cypher.
One enemy remaining.
Goes for the person who can't shoot back, but I mean, a pick is a pick. Silence forced to walk through a smoke. No one is watching it though. Silence is ahead of the play. Trying to still flip it down.
Unlucky.
Match point.
This new Navori Dreamings bundle. I'm like, I like it, but I also feel it's like I can't buy it.
I'm not a huge fan of the knife personally.
I feel like the knife is almost exactly what I thought it would be, but less colorful. Like I
I
was.
believe it, yeah.
Snuff them out.
Although we are on match point now for the final map of L7 versus PN Orion.
Orion putting the cat smoke up rather than the market one, with the Silver Dart clearing the rest of the bottom of mid. Lots of guns trained in the area. Just daring L7 to take a peek. The KO coming out onto the A split. Silence is in a really interesting position here. Gets spotted out with a jet dash. Can't get any value.
Connor pushed up very far.
Connor continuing to push. Interesting
should
play.
run.
Could make it a little bit winnable here. Deep KJ out comes out from the side of Orion. And in response, L7 decide that they want to just disrespect it. Which I think is definitely a great call.
One enemy remaining.
Wow.
And that's just
Lots
it.
happening at once there.
Attackers
Wow,
win.
Kenny on top of the Killjoy ult. Mows them down, and that's it. Congratulations to PN. Kenny will be making his second Grand Finals appearance in a row.
Really, really like solid performance from the side of PN. In the two maps that they won, I believe it was like a 13-5 and a 13-4. Only like with only Bind really managing to feel kind of close.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we're at the scoreboard right now. Yeah, World 6 First Bloods there. He just
World's
worked
finding
up.
insane first blood value on KJ of all agents. With like not a lot, once again, not a lot of first bloods going to the hands of duelists. My dog Jogamo would get 23 first bloods and die 4 times or something.
I don't know. Kenny's hit some crazy shots and might contest him for sure.
But I mean, just yeah, really great game from both sides. And even if it was 13-4 on that last map, I don't think that L7 were crazy far behind. Like it wasn't like a total like massacre.
Yeah, a lot of
those rounds were close.
A lot closer than the score would indicate for sure. And I think one of the players is going to get pulled in for a post-match interview.
Looks like we're gonna see who it is.
Looks like it's going to be Journey coming in for the interview here in just a moment.
Sherney Werney 99. I had to say it at least once.
Yeah, of course.
Imagine if we had to say their full names every time.
I would not have cast this match for sure.
I think that's definitely fair. That's a fair evaluation of the circumstances. I mean, sure. We're gonna head to the interview now.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I mean, Sherney, if you could put the reaction, like your reaction to winning right now in 3 words, or 3 to 5 words, like give us 3 to 5 words. How do you feel about like that match, that win?
Wait, am I allowed to curse?
I don't think so.
Okay,
no.
okay. Go, let's freaking go! But like, you guys can fill in the blanks. Oh my god, it's like I've been in VDC since season 1. I've been in semifinals 3 times. I've lost all 3 times. This is my first time making it to a finals, and I'm so happy. Like my team is thrilled. It's just like it's just so awesome. I'm actually so happy. I can't stop smiling.
Well, congratulations. We definitely won't fault you for going over to 3 to 5 words, but again, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm just so hyped.
I mean,
Yeah, I
I
guess-
think. Do you feel that like I feel like you guys have great team energy. At least just looking at how everyone's named themselves the like rhyming word 99. Like
Yeah.
Do you feel like that type of like team energy has really propelled you guys and like helped you guys like get to this point?
I mean, not to brag or anything, but that was like low-key me. I was like, hey guys, we should all match names. And at first everyone was like, F no. I was like, come on guys, that's gonna be like so fun. So I kind of like talked them into it, and yeah, I think it's like pretty awesome that we're all matching. I think we as a team, we just have a lot of synergy. Like a lot of us like do a ranked outside of like practice and scrimming and stuff like that. Just like in general, I think I played with Kenny on L7 like 2 seasons ago. I played with Gage on PPI like a couple seasons ago. It's just because we've played with each other so much that I think is the reason that we have that kind of synergy.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. I mean, on the broadcast, we've been talking about like L7's like trade timing or like their synergy with peaks and like just like wide swinging two people. But I mean, you guys definitely had that in spades as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Thank you so much.
I mean,
Yeah.
additionally, like how do you feel about like the introduction of World for today? Like, have you guys frequently subbed with World? I mean, he seemed to just mesh right in with the team and just really pop off on his own as well.
Yeah, I mean, you guys were like raising him on stream before, but like I'll do it more. To be honest, World is an amazing sub. We played with him, I think like 2 match days ago, and he was just like a great sub, and we're like, yeah, we'll get him for semifinals too, and he just like popped off. He's an amazing sub, and it's sad that he didn't get to play on like a team. I think it's because he's an RFA, but I'm scared for VDC Mythic if he decides to play as an FA next season.
I don't know. Maybe he'll end up like Amadi with like 211 MMR,
Oh, yeah.
MMR jail.
Pass the MMR down.
That's the MMR. Yeah.
Poor guy. Yeah. I really hope that doesn't happen. That would really suck.
Yeah.
I mean,
sure.
last thing I think for me at least for my questions, would definitely be like I haven't seen the other teams, but I mean for me, I feel like you guys are my favorites going into the finals. Like if
Oh,
I had to
really?
pick.
So yeah, we're my
I mean-
favorites too.
How do you feel about? I mean, I don't think you know who you're facing for the finals yet, but like among the teams that are remaining, are you guys confident that you guys can just take it home?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm so excited to see who we play. I think it's between Party Animals and LG. I mean, I've played with and against a lot of the players on both teams, so I'm just excited to see. Like Hayflake was one of the first people I like met in VDC, Muppet, just like everyone on both teams, like Froggy. We constantly talk. Just people. I'm just so excited to see who I'm gonna face against. But yeah, I'm definitely confident no matter who we face.
That's awesome to hear.
Thank you.
Definitely great to hear, and congratulations again.
Thank you so much. Yeah, when I get back to voice, I'm gonna celebrate with my team. It's so exciting.
Absolutely. Well, we don't want to keep you too much longer, so you can get back to celebrating.
Yeah, and feel free to substitute, freaking for the other word in your own call as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. There will be definitely a lot of F-bombs, but thank you so much.
No, yeah, no problem. I mean, hey, best of luck to you in the finals.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I'm gonna head back now.
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Today it was L7 versus PN in the Mythic semifinals. Stay tuned for the next semifinals match where PA will fight LG for the other grand final spot. Anything else you'd like to say, Insanity?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll also say that while many of us are probably heading to bed now, I think the grand finals will not be sleeper.
Alrighty. Thanks again for watching, everyone.